There's chat. Oh, man. Oh, boy, I am starting much later than I intended, but oh well. Yeah, it's not too bad. Hi there. Hi, everybody. I'm gonna proceed with the ZX Spectrum, just for the record. Just gonna go ahead and plow forward on that same tack, on account of it's worked out so well in the past. Let me get my gamepad out here. Not that it works half the time. Dink. Okay, there we go. Window capture is working. Wait, those are discs. I want tape. Having a bit of a day as far as well, you know, just having a bit of a day. Huh, interesting. So did Bruce Lee come out for the ZX Spectrum? Is that what I'm seeing? That's what what it looks like. I wonder if this is the this is probably the same as the PC version. Let's see, one player, computer. No, this is gonna be a fight game actually, I think. Oh no, okay, yeah, this is this sure looks like it's yeah, it's the same as the PC game by the same name. Although it's honestly a little more intelligible than the PC game, which is saying something. But you know, the menu implied that there was a two-player mode, and I'm trying to figure out how that would work, given that there's normally multiple enemies. I wonder what the idea there is. I also don't really know what the goal of this game is. Like, it kind of seems like it might be just a platformer. Um, but these bad guys will spawn indefinitely. Oh, you know what? I just realized I probably could have exited out the top right side there, and I didn't even think to try. Let's give it a shot. Oh, I see. Yeah, I can't get over it. Man, there's a jump kick, but it's really hard to execute. On the PC, it's considerably easier to do the jump kick. I did it earlier by accident. Also, I could lay down, and I don't know why. So that's interesting. Oh, I had it. Morning, man. You're welcome. Yeah, oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, so you just run forward and then double tap, and that does it. That's how you do it. Okay. Got it. I had this idea that maybe... No, no, I can't kick this. Yeah, I wonder what the goal is. I've never actually found out what the goal of Bruce Lee is. Let me look it up. Yeah, their choices for color and everything here are kind of unusual. Another interesting thing is I just found I just found a picture of this game on Google Image Search that looks different, considerably different color palette. Wonder what's going on there. Okay, well anyway, let me look up the wow, what's going on here? By the way, I just got back from getting coffee, and a lot of times on the weekend when I get coffee, I get myself some kind of breakfast item, and this time I decided to go to Wendy's and got myself the maple chicken croissant, and it's actually so foul that I think I need to change my shirt. I didn't drip on myself, I'm positive of that, but for some reason, the odor of the maple syrup, which is more of a maple distillate, as far as I could tell, is stuck to me. It's like the Seinfeld BO episode. Like I don't know what's going on here. It's extremely unsettling. But the smell and sensation of smelling this stuff is just I'm not love. I must not have gone to McDonald's because I'm not loving it. Anyway, I am having a really hard time finding the manual for this game. Oh, okay. So the picture of the what I mentioned, where I saw a picture of this game, but it had better colors. That was a 2019 either hack or remake of it. That's what's going on. Okay. Why can't I find what's going on here? What is it? World of Spectrum, something like that? Yeah, here we go. World of Spectrum. I guess I'll have to go to the site. Oh, you know what's wrong? I know what's wrong. I know why I'm not finding it. Because the browser that I happened to click on that I had open to search for this in is Edge, so it used Bing, and Bing doesn't work. Bruce Lee. In fact, out of spite, let's see. Let me go look this up in Chrome. Bruce Lee ZX Spectrum. Yep, came up. Second result. It's exactly what I expected. Ridiculous. God. I don't understand how Bing is so bad. It's like bizarre to me how it could be so consistently useless. You'd think that after like 10 years plus of running this thing, Microsoft at some point would have noticed that it doesn't like prioritize any of the results that people are looking for. But it just keeps doing what it's doing. Okay. Okay. So the goal of this game is to guide Bruce Lee to discover immortality by beating the evil wizard and his minions. Excellent. Um, and yeah, so in the two-player mode, either it says two players can play either taking turns at being Bruce or with one player controlling Yamo, who is the I guess one, okay, so I guess there's only two enemies in the game, the Yamo and the ninja. Um, and the ninja is obviously the guy that's on the screen right now, and the Yamo's the other guy that shows up. And I guess the second player can control the other guy whenever he shows up. So let me explain the Edge situation. So here's why I'm using Edge. I don't use it. I don't use it as a day to day. I still don't like it, even though I know it's much better than IE. It's a perfectly fine browser by all reports. It's just Chrome with a different wrapper. And hey, it's got a couple features Chrome doesn't have. I still don't use it because, however, about 2 months ago, YouTube developed some kind of bug where if I upload a video through my normal browser, which is Firefox, it takes hours to complete. It'll only upload it like 30 kilobytes per second. I've not been able to figure out what could be causing this. It's not a browser, I haven't been able to figure it out. Doesn't make any sense. Um, I've tried, I rebooted. Obviously, I tried updating. I tried incognito mode. Nothing helps. I tried Chrome, and it did work, but I do things with my Chrome profile. I use that to log into other accounts that I want permanently logged in. I just didn't want to disturb it, so I opened up Edge because it was already another browser I had installed, and it solves the problem. It uploads quickly, so I decided to stick with it. So I just happened to have that open because after I upload the video, whenever I upload a video, I usually just leave the Studio tab open. So anyway, I had it. I had it on the screen, so I decided to use it. I just keep forgetting that, like, if I ever like just casually reach over and search for something, it's going to search on Bing, and Bing doesn't work. Anyway, I can't I can't really figure out from the manual what I'm supposed to do. Okay. It's a collectathon. That's what's going on. Also, I need to move. I'm sorry, pardon me. I threw this robe over the back of my chair yesterday, and I need to move it. There we go. You got to move it because otherwise, my sponsor, Titan Secret Lab gaming chairs, won't give me that sponsor revenue. That's not true. I don't have a sponsorship with them. Okay. All right. So apparently, what's going on here is that I didn't collect the lanterns. I was supposed to collect the lanterns. Dink. There we go. Yeah, so it's actually like a platform collectathon. So essentially, we are playing Crash Bandicoot. Wow, I'm actually getting trashed. There we go. Wow. That guy wrecked me. I don't like it. Okay, up. There we go. There we go. That's how this is supposed to play. Wait, are those guys just... Oh, no. Okay. I was going to be like, are those guys just murked? Do they not come back now? That'd be nice. I think I mentioned this in previous streams, but if I haven't, I know I've done like the like Amiga background music in previous streams. That I really helps to stave off the monotony of not having music in ZX Spectrum games for the most part. Um, but I got copyright strikes because of it. It turns out that of all things, it turns out that some Amiga mod music has been, licensed to a distributor for whatever reason. I don't know if you can actually get it on on a medium or anything, but consequently, yeah, I actually got well, not a copyright strike, it says, but it's one of those things where uh, it says it's not going to punish you, but you don't actually trust it. So wait a minute, I got all the lanterns. I should be able to exit, or do I exit down here? Maybe. Hey, how do I exit? I got all the lanterns. Unless I can go left. Maybe I can go left from the beginning and I just didn't realize it. Oh, I could totally go left from the opening screen. I never realized. Okay, I have been using this as my test game on IBM PC compatibles that are like limited to CGA for eons now, and I never realized you could go left from the opening screen. I mean, I almost never even get past the opening screen. Like I usually don't go anywhere, but I had just never noticed that there was an exit to the left. I mean, you assume games are linear, right? Welcome to Bruce Lee. This is the Skyrim of 1984. the first open world game. Okay, now I have all the lanterns. You can't treat me like this. I have them all. I collected them. Unless again, nope, can't get over there. I was thinking maybe there was an exit above that little blue fence on the left side there, but no dice. Oh, wait, there we go. There's a hole in the bottom now. Dink. Whoa! Whoa! Look at where we are. Oh, 1000 TX. 1000 TX. I have an HX or an EX. I don't remember which. But hang on a second. That's one of the desktop ones, right? Yeah, it is. Compatible monitor for that. Shoot. Doesn't that just take 9-pin CGA? I thought it did. Yeah. I'm pretty sure, right? Also, Tyler, you're dead right. It totally looks like he's trying to get cookies from the top shelf. Just like, I want it. Give it. Give me a sec. Let me pop over to my another folder here. Okay, yeah. So for a CGA monitor, right? Yeah, they're tremendously expensive. If you want to get an actual CGA monitor, and I do hear your concern. I am going to say that the quality of the conversion out of the uh, what is it? The MDA to I don't remember the name of it, but anyway, there's one particular box in the market. It's FPGA based that does MDA, CGA, EGA to VGA conversion. Yeah, it's not authentic, but practically speaking, the quality of the conversion is so good. Um, Personally, I think one of those, especially going into a CRT monitor, you're going to have such an authentic experience that I don't really think it's worth beating yourself up to try and get the real thing, just because they're never going to go down in price. Um, the reason everyone wants crazy money for the monitor is because of CNC mills. Basically, oh dang it, visible force fields. You know what? This is the most I've ever played this game, and I didn't really realize there was like a game here. So I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna actually. Hey, wait. Why did we start on this screen? I never started on this screen before. What? I don't get it. Every single time I've ever started Bruce Lee, it has started me on the second screen. Well, I guess those were all the PC version. I guess this one's different. Anyway, what I was saying is, yeah, the ridiculous prices for CGA and EGA monitors are because back in the 80s, a bunch of factories, bought CNC mills and you know vinyl cutters and everything else that ran off IBM PCs or clones, and they use CGA monitors. And because there haven't been converters for those ever, like no one ever really made converters. I'm sure Extron did, but I'm sure they were expensive and hard to find and whatnot. Um, every single time one of these monitors dies, that's running a mill somewhere. Um, I mean, it's worth basically any amount of money to get it back up and running. Because it's the entire. Without it, the whole business is just gone until you buy another, $180,000 mill. Um, and then all the downtime for someone to come in and install the new control circuitry on the existing one or whatever. So yeah, I've always been told that all these monitors just get completely swollen. I mean, actually, I used to work at a place that sold used electronics, and that was their reason. Anytime a CGA monitor came in, they would immediately put it in a hoard in the back room, and then they would call people that they had like post-its for, like that. That's how dedicated these people are to getting replacements. Just like they just have like a little list of names hanging up behind the cash register. Anytime one of these monitors comes in, these people get a call, and they're like, "Oh, $500, no problem." And it was like this back in like 2007. So it's certainly not better now. Oh, I just realized I messed up. Whoopsie. Oh, interesting. As you pick up the lanterns, it opens up new passages. That's fresh. Wow. I'd never seen this part of the game at all. I had no idea any of this was here. I'm guessing when I grab this. Oh no. Ah. I knew I was going to get murked by the little. What's with the swords at the top and bottom? Oh, I wonder if those are actually like kill me swords. Like maybe those are spikes. They are spikes. Oh no. No, 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 no. This thing could change direction. Oh no. Wow. No. Oh, okay. I thought I was about to get shot. Hey, this game's a lot better than I thought. Hey, Amarin. Oh no. Ah! Whoa, I just missed it. Hey, is that a switch on the floor or is that like a mine or what do we think that is? That was a mine because both those enemies just got killed by it. Hey, this game's kind of dope. This is a lot better than I thought. Oh no. I got killed. This game's hard. And of course, being a Spectrum game, it is open world because they did do a lot of that. Okay, I got that one. And now over there, can I go through here? Nope. Okay, jump back. Oh. Okay. All right. So I literally thought I have always thought that the only thing you did in Bruce Lee was that you just wandered around martial artsing guys. I didn't realize that there was like a whole exploration Metroidvania kind of thing going on with it. This is wild to me because I've just been disregarding this game for so long. Now I'm interested to go back and play the PC version that I've just been ignoring. This is, again, my highest level of praise. Very ambitious. No. Ah! Oh, thought that was a game over, but no. Okay. Well, this is interesting, though. This is kind of an impasse. I wonder where I go next, because I can't get up from here. Oh, there's probably a door open in the upper right in the previous room. Okay. And there is. I like how the spikes everywhere aren't just spikes, they're swords. They're entire swords. Now, this is interesting. Can I land on one of those little levitation things? Or do I have to press up to catch it? Let's find out. Okay, I can land on it. Oh no. Oh. No. I got murked. Ah, geez, that could take me back. I guess I'm going to go back to the beginning of the game now. Okay, a friend of mine just said, you should find someone with the high vision laserdisc demo disc and record it to WVHS. Also, I'm only 13 minutes into your video, so don't spoil it if you actually did that. Oh, man, I am so excited. You know, man, this is cool. Uh, give me a sec. Let me go over to my DOS slash. Which DOS box am I using these days? This one? Give me just a second. Okay, that guy there, and I want to go in there. Okay, okay. All right, and then wait, what's going on here? Local DOS box. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I think. Ah, where's my DOS box configuration? Where'd I put it? There we go. Let's see, window capture. Okay, so this is the DOS Bruce Lee. Let me just slow it down here a little bit. There we go. Okay, let's see, joystick mode. No, I want keyboard mode. Okay, start. Okay, I've been tremendously curious whether this is really the same game. It sure looks. I guess it looks like it. Okay, I got the first lantern. Wow, I'm getting just absolutely hammered here. You know, I don't think it likes the CPU speed I'm using. Let's speed it up a little bit. Wow. I think the layout of this room is like the same but different. Also, it's really hard to jump at a diagonal. Oh, there we go. Okay, the numpad works better. There we go. Oh, okay. All right. So there's the exit on the ground there. Ah, how do I do the jump kick? It doesn't work the same here. Okay, you know what? I'm getting trashed. Oh, okay. For the jump kick, you have to hit the arrow and attack at the same time, which is really hard given the inaccurate timing. Wow, this version is not as good as the ZX Spectrum version, which I guess is not surprising. Climb, climb, you bastard. There we go. Also, the AI is really bad. Okay, another cool thing is that once he starts moving, he cannot be stopped. Like, if I'm not touching anything, he just keeps running. Yeah, I guess this is probably the same. This is probably the same game. I mean, I didn't recognize it as such because it's so much cruder on the PC, but I guess it's the same game, just like worse. Like, it's clearly been reprogrammed. Oh, and I should mention that so this is running with this is running in a mode that would produce like CGA artifact color if it were connected to a composite display. Um, and there's a version of DOSBox that has emulation for that. Um, but I don't think I have it hooked up right now. I don't think I have it. Don't die. Don't die, Bruce. I gotta get to the next screen. Um, but anyway, this looks a lot more legible in artifact color mode. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. The layout of the level seems subtly different, but it is the same game. I'm gonna exit the DOS and then run Bruce Jr. I don't remember if this one works or if it shits the bed. Keyboard, start. Nope. Okay, so this one is definitely intended for artifact color mode. Um, unintelligible without it. Let me find out. Let's see. DOSBox CGA composite. Let me find the. There's a keyboard shortcut that enables this mode. What is the shortcut? Hang on a second. Does this say? All right, well, let me close DOSBox for a moment here because I don't think I can get this working, but restart it for a second and see. Nope, this version does not have it. Dang it. Let me see if I have one that does. Let's see, it would be what, MB6? Yeah, it would be MB6. Or not, okay. Come on, which version does this? Is it ECE? Dang it, I had a copy of DOSBox that had composite emulation, but I don't know where it is. Well, I mean, I think the situation with DOSBox is I'm pretty sure that mainline development is happening with like an guy. This is the same thing that happened with what was the name of it? I can't remember, but there was one particular you probably shouldn't be surprised that I have like 16 different versions of DOSBox sitting here. Um, this is weird. I could have sworn it was in. I could have sworn it was in. Um, let me try. Does DOSBox X have it? Man, nothing has it. DOSBox X is like conceivably cool. Like oh cool, it's got all these extra features, but every time I've tried using it, I get this experience. My keyboard input doesn't even work. Nothing works. I'm like, what? There's what? Is everything unmapped? Like what's going on here? Key Y is bound to key again 9? What? What on earth? Yeah, the whole keyboard's unmapped. See, I have no idea. I have no idea what the deal is with DOSBox X, but I've never been able to get it working. Um, anyway, I don't remember what it was, but there was some really major, I think, emulation thing that recently had a big kerfluffle because it was being developed for the longest time by one person, um, and that person was just getting hammered with kind of unreasonable requests from the public, and like finally just said, you know what, I can't take this anymore. But there was a bunch of code that was like pending being merged, but the problem is that the people who wanted it merged were dicks, and the amount of work that it takes to um, hang on just a second. Sorry, I just got a message. Sorry, I got to respond to. The amount of work that it takes to merge the stuff in and test it and everything is already enough by itself. And then knowing that when you're all done, you're going to have to deal with someone who's a dick, just, kind of takes all the fun out of it. I'm gonna start another game with one of the opponents at least disabled. There we go. This is sort of a built-in easy mode, I guess, because like that other guy up there is controlled by quote unquote the second player. But of course there is no second player, right? So I'll have a much easier time. Because I just want to see, like, man, how far does this go? I mean, as people have mentioned several times before, my patience for ZX Spectrum games is incredible. Like, I'm always interested in seeing like how far they made it before running out of capabilities or Steam or funds or whatever. Because a lot of these games are, like I said, very ambitious. Oh, dang it. Come on, get on the ladder. It's the most irritating thing about old games. Well, that was interesting. Wait a minute. That guy started moving. Is there like a timeout for the player too? That'd be interesting. I don't know what happens in this room if you fail to get the lantern in the upper left corner, because you won't be able to go back and get it later. Although I guess eventually those doors on the right are probably going to open, and I'll be able to climb the sort of magical gravity elevator thing. Oh, no, 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 no. Not the swords. Oh, no, I got the timing wrong. Bad. I messed up. Man, it's killing me now trying to remember which project it was that all that drama went down with. It was like some major retro computing project had all this drama go down with it, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it was. Oops. No, it wasn't RetroArch. I don't think so anyway. Man, this is gonna kill me. What was it? The only thing I can remember is that I'm pretty sure the main developer was trans and that this was an issue at some point with some chuds. And, like, I think maybe part of why she wanted out of the game. Ah, dang, I think I just died. Oh, I got one more life. Um, oh well. I can't remember. That's fine. I mean, honestly, like, the whole story that I'm recalling here, has probably happened all over the place in thousands of projects of this sort. It's not like it's unique. Ah, dang it. Ah, game over. Okay, well, I am astonished at how much fun this actually is. Um, like I'm really impressed that there was something to this. I really thought that this Bruce Lee game was like just got ported to everything because of the Bruce Lee name. I didn't quite realize there was a game there. So I'm kind of surprised, and I wish I'd given it a little more given it a little more attention in the past. All right, so I'm in the bees right now. What is this gonna be? Is this gonna be a goddamn poker game? Oh man, it totally is. I hate this image. Gosh, this is terrible. This is not good at all. I'm now, you know what? I am suddenly getting this. I was just thinking about the whole drama I was just describing, and I am starting to think that maybe that was DOSBox. It might have actually been mainline DOSBox. I'm checking with some friends. Sorry, one sec. Yeah. Yeah. Foss is a cesspit. Most of it is ruled over by like really angry like Turbo Mask guys with chips on their shoulders who ensure that no progress can ever be made because it's much more empowering to say no than to say yes. Okay. Anyway, uh, is this a card game? This is probably a card game. Oh no, even worse than that. Friend hate most of your friends. This is like a quiz game? What? Does anybody know what this is? Oh my god, this is weird. All right, I'm gonna do something else. Um, Ryan Jack's Superstar Challenge. Man, I wish I had some music. Whoa. Oh, okay. All right. I was trying to figure out. I knew this was one of those games where you had to tap something in order to win, but I thought it was the I thought it was like the fire button, but no, it's you have to jiggle the joystick back and forth. Yeah, this looks normal. Everything's normal here. That was weird. So wait, who won? I'm not really sure. Oh no. Dink. Oh, that's a miss. Uh, I'm like, okay, whenever I fire, it starts like counting up an elevation until I press the button to release the arrow. And I don't know what that's doing because it's not showing me any impact on the bullseye, so I don't really know where I'm hitting. So that's interesting. I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh, we have to actually select a gear this time. Ah, yes, 0th gear that all bicycles have. Uh, what? Does he shift automatically? What's going on here? Uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how this works. This is always the case with these. This is always the case with these like triathlon slash Olympic slash like California Games kind of games. It's always like every game requires a completely different form of input, and it's never clear what on earth. Okay, I just grabbed another game, and I don't know what's going on here, but I don't like it. This one's called Breakaway, so I'm pretty sure that she gets naked. All right, what do we got here? Oh, this is a 2016 game. I don't usually play modern games, but I am going to go ahead and look at this one a little bit. If I can figure out how to control it. What is it, QWOP? Yeah, it is QWOP. Yeah, as usual. So the real bummer of the real bummer of the like game made in 2016 for the Spectrum genre is it really demonstrates that like Spectrum games could have been a lot better than they were. Like a lot of the platform games and whatnot that are nigh unplayable could actually have been a lot better. And it really is just a matter of bad code, and just later people figured out how to code better. Um, I'm always thinking about this. Like, I've yet to play a homebrew, if you will, Spectrum game that was more than just like a demo. Like, oh yeah, hey, look at this. Yep, you sure can do that. Sure thing. Um, Probably not much of a game here, truth be told. But um, it does at least demonstrate that the control mechanics in like these Spectrum platformers just did not need to be as bad as they were, and I don't really know what the problem is. I don't really know why they were so bad. Interesting. Trying to figure out how do I get this oh, dink dink. Yeah, I kind of thought that was going to happen. Oh, okay. All right. There is actually a game here. I was actually thinking about playing middies because I could play middies. Okay. God dang it! I have just died so many times on the simplest step. I just need to. Okay. All right. The jumping is a little finicky, especially because it doesn't really work like most games. Or I guess most modern games. Like, really, what you have to do is to jump, and then pick a direction once you're in flight. Oh no! I collected some kind of scarab beetle. Ah! Oh, I thought I had limited lives, but I guess they're gonna add that in a later version of the game because, as it stands, I seem to be able to. I seem to have infinite lives. Huh. Dang, this is hard. I gotta admit, someone actually put together a game here. I'm not really sure how to get that bottle over there. Oh, there we go. Duh. One of these days. One of these days. One of these days I'm gonna make this jump. Wow, one of these days I'm gonna make this jump. There we go. Ah, dang it. Now I'm back down here. This feels so much like it's, in the Spectrum spirit. Like this is a game that could have existed because it is annoying. No. Everything moves so fast. There we go. I did it. I'm really curious what that green platform that's stuck in the brick wall down there is all about. Like, that's got to be something. There, finally. Ah, come on. There we go. Okay, let's see. There we go. Got it. But wait, how am I going to... I'm dead. Wait, what was the strategy here then? Wait a minute. Is that a bomb? What? Okay, I think I had some sort of bomb there, but okay. Well, that's kind of cute, but not all that intriguing. Let's see. That's a breakout. That's not going to be any good. That's another breakout. Also basic. That one won't even load. We got to break through. Oh, this game. I have this game on actual physical tape. I have played this game. Come on. Wow, this one sucks. All right, give me a minute. Yeah, I'm dying without any music here. Is there really no sound in any of these games, or is the sound disabled somehow? Hang on, let me check my mixer. There's got to be something, right? Nope, there's no sound in any of these games. Man. Oh, hang on a second. Nope, maybe I have it set to the wrong output. Okay, all right, there's something. Oh my god. This is, this is a beer strategy game. Yeah, okay, next game. My god. Oh, that is rough. 1982 Sinclair. Oh man, this is so British. Do, do I have a player character on the screen here somewhere? Or is that... What? Anything I do just brings me back to the title screen. What is going on? Wow. Okay, well, that's disastrous. Never mind. Man, where, where, where? Okay, I guess when it says joystick, it just means the Sinclair joystick. Okay, nothing works. Wow, other than Bruce Lee, I am having a bad time with the Spectrum games today. Okay, here's another breakout. Man. Just having a hard time finding any decent games here. Man, are there any good games for the Spectrum? Do we have any proof? Oh. Man, I am an hour into this stream and not having the best time of it in terms of finding interesting games or in general, keeping things moving. Huh. Oh, okay, I'm supposed to fill the screen with bricks. All right, whatever. Couldn't figure out the controls for that one. All right. What do we have here? The short answer is yes, it's usually fixable. Unfortunately, I am really not... ironically, I don't really know anything about CRT repair, so I can't give you any advice on how to proceed. It's fixable, but you got to find somebody who's really in the know. Now, this is interesting. This seems novel. This is going to be one of those insufferably long exploration games, but I'm really liking the animation here. This is from 1987. Uh-oh. Oh, no. This is... Oh, okay. I thought that was like a loading sequence. I thought that black screen was it like loading and then taking me to another location that looked exactly the same. But no, these are just very dark crypts. So I would need to go find a torch, I guess. Okay, there's a really irritating behavior where when you go through a door, it flips the perspective of the screen 180 degrees. So when I go down through this one, I'm going to exit up through another one. So if you continue holding the up or down button, you just keep going back and forth through the door forever and ever. Boy, that beating heart really is kind of irritating. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boy, all these doors are locked. It is nearly impossible to go through a door without immediately going through it in the opposite direction again. Well, I think I've explored all the doors that are open. Well, this seems interesting. Let me look up. Let me go to Google, not Bing. This is called Bride of Frankenstein. You know what? Everyone give me just a minute. I'm going to go see if I can find any sort of music that I can put on here. Because this is kind of killing me. The title music. There we go. Sorry, buddy. I know this is going slow today, but I'll get it together. Don't worry. I also forgot to notify. I forgot to notify Patreon as well. I should do that. Posts, new. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this red is intense. Oh, that's right. I was going to look up the manual for this thing. Let me go do that real quick. Wow. Apparently, so I just went to World of Spectrum. Is it World of Spectrum or Spectrum Computing? I went to spectrumcomputing.co.uk to look up this game, and there's a list of like known bugs. If a player gets attacked when they're up against a wall or a closed door, they will get soft locked. They will die for sure. And there is a poke you can use that fixes this. Okay, let's see. Files. Instructions. Here we go. Okay. Okay, I am supposed to revive Frankenstein. I have to hunt around for the vital organs that will make his life complete. Okay. There are 60 screens total. All right. Wow, this is interesting. So, the manual has a section called more cryptic clues. Some places are definitely more friendly than others, so keep an eye on your heart rate, as any sudden shock from ghosts or ghouls could bring on a fatal heart attack. This kind of implies that the health system is vague, and you don't really know whether you're going to die or not until you do. But it says, if you find the old ticker working overtime, you could always head for Sanctuary through one of the 3 arches. But which arch? What are they talking about? Anyway, I apparently have an elixir of life, which I think is the green heart there. It has to, that I could top off with the invigorating green liquid. If you die, the game is over instantly. There are 7 different keys that open different doors. I think this is suggesting that you have to sort of like swap them out to find the right key for the right door, then go back and collect the right key for the next door, and so on. In the dungeons, you'll find shackled prisoners longing for escape, but will they thank you, or are they more used to you in other ways? Wow. Okay, this sounds in depth. I probably don't have the patience. Hello, QC. Hello, AV Fusion. Thank you for joining. Pardon me. Oh, and then bing bong, ding dong. There we go. All right, let's try this again. You know, now that I think about it, I didn't get any instructions from the manual, which is what I came here for. Okay, hang on. Okay, so, all right, so joystick moves around, of course, and then you press fire to pick up, swap, or use objects, and then you press fire and left or right to dig or use axe, which isn't applicable now. I think I have to be in the crypts for that. Also, keys 6 through 7, select the icon to be used, the spade, the pickaxe, or the key. Now, of course, the only thing I have right now is the key, so I guess that is selected. Yeah, I think all I need to do at this point is to go back through and look at each door again and see which ones I can unlock. I'm guessing the crypts are the crypts are probably the things I found out here. These guys. There's an owl up there. Hello. Okay. I just need to go back through and check all these doors. Whoops. Because I didn't necessarily try using the key on each one. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now, is that the next key? Yep, it is. Okay, so if you look at the actual, I thought the keys would be distinguished by color, but so far they're not. They're distinguished by the shape. So this is the Hey Napjack. This is the sort of like ordinary ass house key. That's your sort of like ancient skeleton key looking thing. And we've got that style there as well. Wow. There's so many. This sucks. All right. Yeah, so it's just a complete time burner. Just got to go back and start trying to open doors with with each one of these keys and see what works. All right. So really, like, the best thing to do for efficiency would be to just go back and, you know, just brute force try every single one with every key every time you pick one up. Okay, it doesn't fit that one. Doesn't fit that one. Doesn't fit that one. Doesn't fit that one. Are we having fun yet? If it were 1987, we probably would be. Oh! Oh! It worked! Alright. The best part, of course, is just that, like, you can't tell what's a... oh, are these the 3 arches? Anyway, I was going to say, the best thing is they don't distinguish things that can be picked up from the rest of the background in any way. So, like, good luck. You could be in a room that has a thing you can pick up and you wouldn't even know it. Interesting. Is there an exit here? Nope. Huh. Doesn't seem to be anything. Oh, I thought for a moment that I had exhausted all my options, but that key actually worked. I have the feeling like this might be a shortcut passage back to the starting area. Okay, so I think I've opened every door. I think I've tried every door with this key. So now I need to go back and switch. You need to go back and switch keys to the next one that I haven't tried yet. Now, of course, since I've opened some doors at this point, the original key that I started with might actually open more doors at this point. So that complicates matters further. Make sure we tried everything. Okay. I am going to save us some time here by going to the general setting and setting the emulation speed to 200. Wow, it's really not all that much faster. Even at double speed, this is not a quick game. But hey, it's a Spectrum. What do you expect? Everything on these platforms was slow. Alright. Let's collect that guy. Done work there. Done work there. We are speedrunning this. As in, we're running at high speed. I really would love to see a ZX Spectrum speedrun at GDQ. I keep hoping this is going to happen someday, but like the oldest thing anyone ever does is you know, Famicom games. I mean, a lot of the stuff is nigh unwatchable, but I don't know if there's any speedrun community for any Bitty Box games. Oh, you're kidding. It doesn't work there either? Well, what haven't I tried? Haven't I tried everything? Oh, just doubled back. I'm pretty sure I've tried every key on every door. I must have missed something. Oh, no, that's right. Like I said, I haven't tried the original key. The one I started with. Now I gotta go get that. An exercise in frustration, folks. Are we loving the telltale heart? Ink. Alright. Did I try this on this door? Yes. Right, exactly, yeah. Yeah, just every... Oh! Oh, there we go. I was right. Yeah, this door I opened earlier is a bypass. Okay, so now there is a cyclical loop in the structure of the castle. And I will be able to get from place to place a little easier. Okay, so this is where I started, so the key won't be used here. But and I already tried it with that one. And that one. I'm pretty sure that I've now tried every key on every door. Dang it. Well, you know what? I might not have tried... Was it this one? I think it was this one that I haven't yet tried everywhere. Now that I've exposed some new doors. Maybe? I don't know. Rapidly losing track of what's what. Definitely an interesting game, though. Like, I can see how someone could enjoy this. Someone, probably not me, but I can see how someone could enjoy this. You know, just as a way to spend some time calmly doing tasks. On the other hand, we haven't encountered the monsters yet. They're probably pretty stressful. I don't like these two side rooms. I wish I knew what they were about. Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. Didn't... Oh! The shovel! No, I've never been to this room before. What? This was a different room earlier. I'm sure of it. Okay, well, alright, I can shovel now. Yeah, right? I mean, yeah. Wait, there's a key there. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, where am I? How'd I get here? I'm in a completely different part of the castle. What happened? Oh, I don't really know what that is. I've got this feeling that depending on which key you're holding, doors go to different places. Wait. Wait a minute. That's a key. What? There's a key there. And now there isn't. And now there is. Oh, that's not fair. And you know that's not fair. You know that's not fair. You can't... Yes! Yeah, that door on the right! That door on the right takes you to a different reality! Oh, you bastards! What kind of monsters? I think it's just that one door. I think just that one door transports you between realities. Oh, good. I do have the candle now. I thought what I picked up was a candle, but I wasn't sure. Hey, this game's cool. You know that? This game's cool. Wait a minute. My boy disappears when I go up there. Yeah, let's try the other one. Doesn't seem like there's really any other doors that do that trick. Okay, well, alright. I don't have time to try every single key everywhere, unfortunately. Although, I do have the pickaxe now. I swear I am going to quit this game at some point. Oh man, Might and Magic. I tried to play that when I was a kid. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, we got a brain. Finally, I have a brain. We got some kidneys. Okay, we are progressing at a lightning pace. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, okay, good. And now we've opened another bypass door that goes back to another part of the castle. So this is like a Metroidvania almost. You know, complete with the... Oh, no. Keys. Oh, so many keys. Okay, now we got a guy here. Can we talk to him or anything? Did I just kill him? I think I just killed him. Oh, well. Sorry, bud. Yeah, this game's cool as hell. Like, I don't, I don't have the time to finish it right now, but, or in general, I don't feel like I maybe ever would, but... Oh, interesting! Wait a minute, do I have two Hang on, let's talk about what's going on here. When I take this key, it disappears. When I take that one, it swaps it out. When I take this one, it puts the other two back and gives me that one. That's weird. Okay, can we open this door? Yes, we can. Okay, what do we have? Okay, open another door. Oh, crypts. Oh, interesting. I think we got Brain 2, the sequel to Brain. And there's Kidneys 2, the sequel to Kidneys. It was actually, it was established in the manual that some of the organs that you find might not be good. Like, they might be, like, low-quality parts. Oh my god. This game is huge. We got another Kidneys. Okay, we have a heart. Yeah, that was great. And I mean, it's so on par, it's so par for the course for something like this, I'm trying to dig this, man. Okay, this is yet another new room. Okay, there we go. All right, we've cut back to the beginning. Okay, I gotta say, from the perspective of, modern game design language, they've managed, obviously this would be a lot slower if I were playing it at 100% speed and with a terrible Spectrum joystick and whatnot, but in general, they've managed to achieve a couple interesting things. The game seems like it's going to become frustrating at any moment, but just as you're about to go, well, I've done everything everywhere, it drops another victory in your lap. Like, oh, hey, that key worked. And since each, that and the fact that, low quality brain mood, that and the fact that each of these victories is so small, but still kind of satisfying, and also the fact that you keep opening up doors so you go back to places you were. Like, if you mapped it, honestly, actually, I wonder if it's possible to map this game. It might not be, Euclidean. It's possible the sections of the castle just don't connect to each other in a way that can be represented on paper. But okay, I think I've explored this whole side of the kit. Okay, I've told this story before. We're going to tell it again. When I was a kid, I had the Myst games. I had Myst and Riven, when those were the only ones. When Mystery came out, I got that too, and it was very good. But I had, like, Myst I sort of got, but, like, I just wasn't sort of smart enough at the time to know what to do with it. Like, I just didn't understand I didn't understand the puzzles and what they were asking for. I just couldn't make sense of it. But, like, in a completely different way than Riven. With Riven, it was just gibberish, just complete gibberish. Pardon me. Which, I mean, that's the Riven experience, right? It is, an absolutely baffling game. But still, I tried to play it over and 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 over, like dozens and dozens and dozens of times. And I never did. I never did make it through much of it. Eventually, I think probably at least 10 years later, I got like a walkthrough. Finally, I could have gotten one at any time. I could have gotten one in 1998, but for some reason I didn't. And so I finally got a walkthrough and actually tried seriously, trying to progress through the game. And what I discovered is that there's a moment in the game where, hang on a second. Let me. Yeah, exactly. Nabjack, you're completely right. Like, as a kid, you'd play these games not because it was a good use of your time, but because you just simply had nothing else to do. And that meant that, like, the way you value your time was completely different. So the amount of time that I would spend trying to figure out how to do something in a game when I was 13 is completely different than the amount that I would spend now. Probably when I was 13, when I was 13, I would not have been patient or like appreciative enough of game design to even try to play a game like this. But if I had, figured out that there was a game here, I would have been able to sit there and play it for as long as I needed to play it to finish it. And now it's just like, I'm never going to sit through this whole game. I know this. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to show you a section of Riven. If I can share. There we go. Okay, so Riven, the sequel to Myst, right? So you're out in this region, and you go up this ladder. Okay, now this is as far as I ever got when I was a kid. Like, I never really got any further than this, because I would go in here, and I go to the end, and there's this little gadget here, right? And you pull the lever, and that sends the gadget down. And you can also open the gadget, and you can put like a pellet in there. And when you bring it back up, a frog comes back up. I don't know if that happens in this video. Maybe it does. But anyway, what I didn't realize, I would get to this point pretty quickly. Like, I figured this out in the first time that I played the game. I figured out how to get this far. And then every time I played it after that, for probably 8 years, I couldn't figure out what to do next, right? I did everything over and over and over and over, and I couldn't get anywhere. Now, I later found out that there were other paths I could have taken at this point, but I still knew there was more to do here, and I could not figure out what to do. Here's what you do. You go back through this tunnel to the door where you entered, and you close it. And there's a hallway back there. There's a passage. I was so angry about this when I found out about it. I was just spitting mad. And this opens up a whole lot of the game. Like, just it goes all sorts of places. There's all sorts of things you can do after this. And I didn't know about any of it. Oh, also, do we get the frog? 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 No frog. Ugh. Why even bother at that point? No frog. Anyway, furious. Just absolutely furious. And yeah, I mean, the thing is that the options I had for what to do with my time were just, minimal at that point, right? Like, I could oh, pardon me. Oh, there we go. Even if I'm not doing anything, I can still do something now, right? I can still, I can go to Wikipedia and just, read about something I don't know about. Because to me, the value of my time, the realization of, what I can do with my time now versus before is just so different. You know, uh, the I really do not I really don't like sitting around and doing nothing now. You know, I used to be a little more down with it, and now it just gives me constant anxiety. So, give me a sec. I got this folder full of I got this folder full of uh, like various old video game like tracker files. Um, but I don't know what's in them. Oh, this is a very short loop from Lemmings. This is supposed to be a remix of something from Lemmings, but I don't know what it is. Anyway, I'm going to save a snapshot of this game so I can maybe come back to it at some point, because this is cool. Let's see, snapshot file. What's going on here? Wow. This remix was definitely made in like 2002, wasn't it? This is like... Oh no, earlier than that. This was probably made in like 1997. This is supposed to be a song off the Lemmings soundtrack. No idea what that... No idea where that came from. Here, let's see. Frankenstein. Alright, so... I move on from this game. It is cool, and I need to make sure I put it in the interesting folder. At some point, I've got to do a video about the ZX Spectrum games, because I now have a folder with 128 games that I have called interesting, right? Like, that's enough. That's more than enough. I'm not going to be able to cover these in one video. But I guess I could do, you know, I could do like 10 games at a time or something like that. It just sucks because I'm gonna have to write a review of 10 ZX Spectrum games, and you know, at this point, like you must have picked up on the fact that I can't do anything by halves. So you know, I'm sure it's gonna be, oh, that's interesting. My emulator has crashed. That's not what I expected. I tried to do a save state, and it appears to have just died. Yeah. Yeah, it just ate it. Huh. Well, that's a bummer. I guess if I play that game again, I'm going to have to start from scratch. Oh, well. All right. Today's highest scores on Bridge Builder. Nobody. The blackest present for the most metal drummer. Nothing. Yeah, that's a Metalocalypse reference, if anybody remembers that show. Oh, okay. Oh. 2 life belts left. Okay, so this is just like a timing game. Wow, really? Oh no! Oh man. Are they really not reusable? I thought the helicopter was like higher up the previous time. I like how on the Spectrum you can just kind of look at a game and go, "Oh, this was written in BASIC." Like I'm sure that some of the better ones were too. It's just that a lot of games you look at and you go, "Oh, someone definitely put this together in BASIC." All right, well I'm done with this one. Let's see. This one isn't gonna load. Nope. Nope. Ooh, oh, that looks like a quality one. Attendi. Sto mescalando. I don't know what that means. Oh, there we go. What? Oh, no. Terrible. Okay, it's a card game. No time for that. Wow. Oh, you know what? This is going to be one of those. This is going to be that game where you have to run around and paint all the. It's Pac-Man, but you're trying to paint the squares. I bet you anything. Well, not anything, because I could be completely wrong. But it probably is what it is. Oh, it's not. It's something else. Yeah, no, we get it. We get it. Whoa! Okay, but it's the same concept. Oh, you know what? I'll bet it's still running at 200% speed. Oh, no, it's not. It's running at 100. This is actually how fast this game is supposed to run. Oh, that can't be true. Surely it's... What? What is going on? I couldn't even hazard a guess at like what the narrative of this game was supposed to be. Ah, no. Oh, no. Like, am I being waylaid by children? Like, what's going on here? Oh, no. It's so noisy. Okay, I have almost won this level. I don't know why I care about that, but I have almost won it. Painting completed. And then this. This rocks. This is so good. All games should be like this. This is like an itch.io game. You know, like this is just a like here's a 3D simulation of what it was like when I got in a car accident and my retina's detached for 3 weeks. You know, a sort of game. Like, wow. And of course, it being a Spectrum game, everything kills you for nebulous reasons. Oh, I'm out of paint. Go. Okay, there we go. Oh, hey. Wait. Ah, what happened? I'm not painting. Ah, what's wrong? I'm not painting. I have paint. Oh my god. This is a Kafka-esque nightmare. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, you got to paint the black spots on this one. So this is called Bristles. Let me look this up because wow, what a piece of work. Okay, so Bristles, 1984. Let me get the instructions. Oh, wow. Yeah, nobody even digitized the instructions. Hey, here's the blurb from the back. Outrageous graphics, dazzling gameplay, quick reactions, concentration, logic, and strategy. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. Verbatim, this is what the back of the box says. Featuring sex select. You can choose either boy or girl painters. I mean, fine, but did they have to call it that? So anyway, scramble to paint the entire building while avoiding the smart bucket chucker, dumb buckets, and flying half pints. What does any of that mean? Take the lifts, climb the stairs, and watch out for the caretaker's daughter who puts her handprints all over the place. Then there's prizes, candy canes, invisible paint, dot, dot, dot. Huh. Huh. Man, I don't know. I don't know what to think of that one. Is there a review of this game? Yes, there is. Okay. So yeah, those are handprints on the wall apparently, but I don't know why that matters. Um, just I'm gonna skim this review. This is a 1985 magazine review. Bristles is not a hard game to describe exactly, but it is somewhat hard to describe in detail as there are rather a lot of ingredients. Basically, what we have here is a 1985 painter type game. Interesting. Maybe I should go check that out. It's set in a house. Each room must be painted before time runs out. Um, Much of this is obvious. Oh, interesting. Each screen is controlled by a timer. When it runs out, your points are calculated, and you can progress to the next screen if sufficient points are obtained. So technically, I don't need to finish this. I may be able to just run out the clock if I collected enough objects. Oh, hey, thanks for joining. Um, whoa, there are 48 skill levels, consisting of 6 levels with 8 houses in each. The differences between the skill levels is also complicated but well detailed in the booklet. What on earth? Between levels, a series of letters appears on screen which results in a message after completing 8 houses. Discovering all 6 messages is the ultimate challenge of the game. Wow, so you got New Game Plus in this one. But it's very funny. The review is like, Bristles is an original idea based on an old theme, and I found it addictive, but I think the £8 price tag is unfortunately too steep. Gosh. I thought the painter theme had died out months and months ago, but here it has been revived again. The idea is a considerable advancement on the original painter idea and requires much more skill. Okay. And overall, they say this is a great game, but it just costs too much money, which was £8 apparently. It's incredible that video games were so cheap at the time. They were all bargain basement games, basically. Every game was a bargain bin game. And he does confirm that the sound is just a weird continuous buzzing. Wow, that is strange. Also, the review categories here are graphics, playability, getting started. Okay, probably like telling you like what's the learning curve like. Addictive qualities, value for money. Those all make sense. And then one just called use of computer, which I think is like how many of the computer's features does it use? Wow. Okay, also, I'm sorry. There's a second review that comes up here from another magazine, also from 1985. That first one was from Crash Magazine. This is from Your Spectrum. But just the first line here. Tossing out the crumbling walls of the Willis ancestral pile with half a gallon of budget emulsion was never like this. God! What a sentence! Look at this. I posted that in chat so you can read the whole thing. You know what this reminds me of, actually? A modern baseball song. let me go get this. Yeah. Right. It's incredible, right? Anyway, I've probably said this on stream before. I've probably quoted this song before, but there's this song called "Mass" by Modern Baseball, which is one of my favorite songs by that band. And the opening line is just, pulled over at midday, the Joker's still wet behind the ears. He hands off a novel of novice citations outside the service station. The glue sets beneath our heels. It's great poetry, and it's also an incredibly florid way to describe getting pulled over and ticketed by a really crappy new cop. Like, it takes you like like 5 or 6 listens before you realize what scenario he just described. It's just so it's such a dense way of describing that specific sequence of events, but it has the same energy. It's just like cellar door energy. Tossing out the crumbling walls of the Willis ancestral pile with half a gallon of budget emulsion. Oh, God, that's good writing. Oh, that's really good writing. What was this guy doing? What was this guy doing reviewing cassettes for your Spectrum? He had a better calling. Wait a minute. What? I'm sorry. The prose of this column is incredible. I'm going to post more of this in chat. You can check this out. At first sight, simplistic graphics representing the 8 houses to be attacked by brush with a choice of skill levels and the odd bit of trickery stirred in to give it gloss. Sick, sick, and sick. I think he's implying that's a pun, but why say it like that? Oh, man. This is so... This is such a dense way to describe this. But the best, you know, the best part about it is I still don't understand what's going on. I don't know why I can't paint anymore at this point. Wait a minute. Oh, you know what? I know what happened. The paint is invisible. I'm understanding now. I saw this mentioned both in the back of the back of the tape and in these reviews. They mention invisible paint. That's what's happening. I'm painting the rooms. I just can't see it, which of course, you know, kind of defeats the purpose. Oh man. So wait a minute. Can I fix these handprints? Oh, okay, I can. Oh, okay, cool. I'm actually doing all right then. Come on, let's just get this last one. There we go. And I think I'm gonna be able to progress. Oh, no, I lost. You know what? I'm going to put that in the Instant Games folder just because I I barely know what just happened. Oh, man, that was good. I enjoyed it. Oh, man. All right. I don't know what this is. It's just called British Lowland. Didn't they make bad cars? Oh no, terrible. It actually is about British Leland. That's what's going on. And also, perhaps more importantly, it's going to be a strategy or like finance game, and I don't want to play that. Yep, that is exactly what it is. Now, okay, this is a 2016 game. Yeah. This next game here is a 2016 game, and the only reason I'm loading it is because it's called British Telecom Switchboards. Oh my god. Yes, I'm definitely going to need instructions. For many years, people have used telephones to communicate. BT is a large telephone provider and hires many staff to work daily. Okay, hired as a switchboard operator. You guide your wire through all sorts of obstacles to the plug. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Okay. It's the helicopter game. But, you know, funny. Okay, I'm really appreciating this entire thing is made with non-graphics. Wire. Oh, that's cute. Wire. Oh, man. Okay, that's cute. I'm gonna put this in the interesting folder just because it's fun, or funny at least. Let's find another title here. Oh. This slaps hard. God, this has no excuse to go this hard. Wow. The game's not going to be good, but wow, that music. Ah, man, I'm having another one of those experiences where, like, the number 1 won't work. 2 works. 3 works. But I can't press 1. Why? Why? Why can't I press 1? Yeah, like they're doing a lot with that. Oh, okay, whoops, I just accidentally. This is the redefined keys. I guess I'm just going to do that. Teclado. Let's see, that's going to be up, down, left, right. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Whoa! Oh, I see. I hold that down to fight. Wait, did my pants just fall off? Why can't I hit him? Come on! Oh, man. Let's try it again. There we go. Oh. Oh, okay. I think I get it. Okay, so I can do like a high punch. Okay, I have to hold it. That's what's going on. Okay, punch there. Punch there. And that's probably... Is that how I kick? I don't know how to kick yet. Oh! Oh, or maybe that's... I hit him with my, like, chainsaw sword. I love Gears of War, etc. But I don't know how to do it again. Oh, there we go. Oh, interesting. Huh, I can't hit him again. I guess he's impervious to chainsaw swords. What's going on here? Alright, I punched him in the dick. There we go. There we go. This is like a rock'em sock'em robot situation. I have to push him to the other side of the screen. Like, you know, I'd initially interpreted this as being a brawler, but I guess maybe it's just a really weird fighter. And I suspect I suspect the grasped fit. Oh, okay, It's a little illustration of an arm wrestling arm wrestle going on up there, showing me who's winning. Okay. Oh, that's weird. Boy, I wonder if this person had ever played Street Fighter. You know, this is tough. It's like I don't have health per se. I think I just have to not get pushed off the screen. And like you can sort of get him trapped in a pattern to a certain extent, but wasn't my guy wearing clothes when we started, or do I misremember? Ah, dang it. Folks, I don't think it's good. Okay. Well. Okay, I'm really curious what the review of this was. Let's look up Bronx. Click. Oh, wait. No, that's an adventure game. That's not what I want. Here we go. There we go. There were a number of games called Bronx, apparently. Decent user scores. Okay, let's go down to those reviews. Oh. 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 Here we go. Magazine reviews. Micro Hobby. Review. Man, Spectrum Computing really has done quite an involved job of documenting all this stuff. Shoot, it's in Spanish. I can't read it. Oh, well, whatever. I'm going to not put this one in the folder with the good games. I don't think this one's good. I can't call it that. Let's move on. Here we go. Brood Slayer. There's some cute things going on with the graphics here. I like the sort of character cell-based graphics going on here. I am not loading a saved game, but it won't let me input that. There we go. Wow, your POW score. Okay. I guess you could call it that. And I'm walking across open ground. I have a brood shield and a sword. Okay. Can't joystick. Actually, can't do much. Oh. Use your shield quickly. Whoa. Okay. I'm already more. I was out. I was way out, and now I'm in because this looks way more interesting than I thought. Okay, let's see. Let's find the instructions here. All right. This is an adventure game where the character moves across plains, rivers, forests, murky swamps, black pits, black tunnels, and is constantly attacked by broodlings with their deadly venom. The player can protect himself by using his brood shield. His task is to find and kill the brood's mother in her nest. Yeah, that's okay. So it says, wow. Okay, movement around the map is by means of the cursor keys. Movement into a brick wall is suicide and will result in the game being restarted. When attacked, the player may defend himself by using the brood shield. He must key the appropriate number according to the direction of the attack, and it uses like the numpad directions. So that's all well and good, but I couldn't use the cursors. I need to go refresh myself on this. Apparently, one of the spectrums must have had cursor keys, because there are references to there being cursor controls in a number of games and in the emulator and everything. But for some reason, I don't remember. You are struggling through a murky swamp. For some reason, I just don't remember ever having seen a spectrum with cursor keys. I don't know where that comes from. No, it's not moving one tile at a time. It's moving three, or I guess two. Oh no. Okay. At the rim of a huge black pit. Now, is this game procedurally generated or not? Wait a minute. Oh, I thought I died. Oh no. Oh no, this is a Gru situation. Oh no. This is just me getting wrecked by the brood. Wow, there's nothing I can do to interrupt this? Oh, P quits game and restarts. There we go. Okay. Oh, I can swim. Oh, delicious. Okay. Okay, I am trying to use my shield. Didn't work. But apparently I needed to hit 8 rather than 2. Okay. So let's try it again. The problem is I'm not getting any response visibly when I press the numpad keys, so I suspect they're not being mapped into the emulator correctly. Oh, right. I did the wrong direction. That would have been 7. Okay, so up and down are flipped, but left and right are not. Okay. I will try it again. Yeah, I don't exactly know why they... Ah, dang it. I don't know why the tiles are 3 by 3 instead of just being 1 by 1. Maybe because they wanted more detail for the brood, so it takes up 3. I don't know. Dang. Okay, well none of that's working, so I guess I'm going to try the number row keys. With the emulator, it's kind of a bummer with the emulator. I'm never super sure whether something isn't working because of me not knowing how to do it, or if it's because it's not mapped in the emulator correctly. Okay, so I paused. Okay, so I want the number 4. Oh, I did it. Oh, okay, all right, they do work. I guess I killed that broodling. Now, I can't walk into those brick walls, but can I walk in? You're at the entrance to a key shrine. It is forbidden for you to enter. You are sent into the labyrinth. Welcome to the labyrinth of chaos. Ah, I hit the wrong key. Yeah, that's the thing. That's kind of why I feel that I'm providing a service here, is because I had such a hard time figuring out how to do this stuff that I figured other people, this isn't very accessible as an emulation target. So I figured I should probably go through this, for other people's sake. And then when I'm all done, I'll hopefully be able to put together both, like a list of games that are worth spending your time on to learn how to use the emulator, and also some instructions on how to use the emulator and like what to look out for and whatnot. Okay, so I paused so I could. Okay, so it's 2. I need to hit 2. Okay, I did it. Yeah, I don't know if the numpad maps correctly. So I'm just using the number row here. Welcome to the labyrinth. Actually, you know what? Normally labyrinth is spelled as if you could pronounce it labyrinth, but that's misspelled as labyrinth. That was a good defense. The broodling has been killed. That's going to be 2. Oh no, I didn't do it in time. Wah. My POW score is going down. Ding dang. Oh, and I guess if I walk into any of these brick walls by accident, I will instantly die. I like how being hit by broodling venom is not as bad as walking into bricks. Dang it! Is this game interesting? Because my list of interesting games does not mean they're good. It means they're interesting. I think I have to say that this is interesting, but it's not good. Not to mention the fact that it's very hard to not get hit. All right, well, I'm going to put this in the interesting folder and then move on. All right, that was Brood Slayer. Lord 2, okay. I'll go ahead and jump ahead if I have that. Was that for the Spectrum? I don't seem to have that. Although, huh. Oh, is this Ubisoft? It is Ubisoft. This is a game I just stumbled across. Whoa. Huh, that's interesting. Huh. What's going on here? I've got my joystick mapped to the cursor input, supposedly, but it's just constantly going down. Huh. Well, let me switch it over to the Chemston input, see if that works. No. Okay, what about... Can we quap? No, we can't quap. Oh, and those cursors are doing that as well. What's going on? Oh, there we go. Oh, had it for a moment. There we go. Okay, so KM, and then KMZX. There we go. Okay. Now, how do I select? Oh yeah, sorry. I'm just doing Spectrum games at the moment. I have plans to do other ones later, but the Spectrum is just such a juicy platform. You know, I suspect with this game, even if I was able to proceed with it, I would not like it. What is this? Well, it says arcade game / adventure. Well, let me check the instructions. If I can find them. Game map. Ooh, that's concerning. They don't have the instructions up here. Whoa. Okay, I'm going to drop a link to the game map in the chat here, if I can. Oh, no, the link is actually too long. That's extremely funny. Well, that's okay. Here. There we go. Dink. Yeah, so this is the quote-unquote game map that was up on World Spectrum Computing. And, like, some of this... You've defeated your uncle's armies, but he manages to escape into an ancient underground labyrinth. Go to war. You have 10 armies from a possible 10. So, like, this sure looks like it's got to be a strategy game to begin with. But then it's like, okay, so we're having a conversation here. There's an inventory. What is this map supposed to be? There's an archery contest going on here. We're at the herbalists. Whoops. But then, there's like sort of RPG conversations, and then we get on to all this stuff. You can hire my men, but the cost must be paid with a large ruby. Right? So there's all stuff about like trying to raise an army, and then the labyrinth happens. Okay, this game looks impenetrable to me. I don't think I'll be able to play it. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to skim this YouTube video because somebody already figured this out. Whoa. Okay, so this is the archery challenge, and look, it's got like, see, that's actually a calculated like 3D. I can't remember the word I'm looking for, but. Yeah, they're actually simulating that arrow accurately, right? So they didn't skimp on this part. That motion is extremely natural. Okay, so, yeah, look at this dude. Hello, my lord. Fire another arrow. But then, what happens later? Okay, now we're gambling. Shake, 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 shake. I'm sorry, can I bring your attention to this face in the lower right where it says stop? Wow. The art in this is just really something. So anyway, we're gambling, right? So there's like a collection of mini games, it looks like. Okay. Okay, and all right, so it's like an RPG. You can walk around in the town in this little mini map up here. Never seen anybody do that before. Like the little 1-bit single pixel graphics. A ruby, give it. Suit of armor, give it. Okay, but then, at some point, for all this wandering around and whatnot, okay, now we're having a sword battle. This reminds me of that sort of like medieval kingdom management game that got ported to every platform and was really hard to play. But then, oh, Okay, so this is like a battle simulator. You're like adjusting troop deployments and whatnot for a big battle in the field. Okay, 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 okay. But now we're in the labyrinth. So this is another completely different game. So this is just like 12 different games. So we're in the labyrinth, and then we've gone to hell or something, and now we get to fight this guy, do this little breakout. Yeah, yeah. Congratulations. This is the lost first Elder Scrolls. Wait, so is the goal to kill the spheres, or is the goal to shoot uh the final demon from Doom 2? Dink 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 dink. He's throwing some Hershey kisses at you. Maybe he just wants to be friends. Or more than friends. Yeah. Who knew Todd Howard developed for the Spectrum? All right, so that I'm guessing is like pretty much the rest of the game. Yeah, it's like the latter. It's like the back hour of the game. It's just the labyrinth, unsurprisingly. And then same thing over and over and over. God, I hate mazes. I don't love them. And then you succeed in defeating your evil uncle. Wow, that is really something. That is really something. Um, okay, well, I'm glad I didn't put a lot of time into playing it because I wouldn't have gotten that much into it or out of it. But I'm not putting it in the interesting games folder. But it sure was interesting. I can't deny that it was kind of interesting. All right, let me get back to where I was. So Bubble Bobble got ported to this platform. Oh, right. That's right, the original Bubble Bobble. Sorry, I was mixing it up with another Bubbled Bobble. Oh, it is. Okay, I understand that it's really hard to have music on the Spectrum, but how can you have Bubble Bobble without music? Oh, he wiggles the tail at different speeds depending on which direction you're going. Okay, but why don't you float to the next level? There was nothing about the Spectrum that made that hard. Wait, did he do a big jumpy? Oh, no, okay, that's just what the blowing a bubble looks like. Oh, no. I got wrecked. Well, I mean, it's better than nothing, and it controls pretty tightly. Like, honestly, this is one of the better controlling period-accurate games that I've played on the Spectrum, but it's still... it's kind of rough. Now, one thing I like is... I've talked about this before, but storage was at a bigger premium on the Spectrum than really anything else. So that's why if you look at like the perfect that just appeared there was drawn using the same font that they use for all the other text in the game, but scaled by just like repeating lines multiple times. And so it's got that chunky look to it. And the same goes with the tiles on the side here. They're all just scaled versions of the normal size tiles. It's a thing that you only see on the Spectrum. I've never seen this technique on any other platform, largely because the Spectrum has per pixel graphics, which game consoles don't. So there's no ability and often no advantage to doing it that way. I mean, in particular, like if you're on like the NES, it is impossible to use this technique. Yeah, yeah. At this time, this port would have been created by somebody playing or remembering the arcade title and just recreating it from scratch. They probably had some Polaroids they were staring at. Oh boy. Give me just a second here. Don't I have? All right. I'm going to step away for just a minute. I will be right back. Hello, everybody. I am back. Shoot. Man, I'll just leave this on. I put on Bubble Bobble, walked away. I thought it was gonna keep playing and just do other songs from the arcade version, but like, I've come back to this and like, God forbid I interrupt it. Nobody wants that. This is literally, I'm sorry, the title of this YouTube video is literally 3 hours of relaxing Super Nintendo music. So, oh man. Well shoot, this is the energy I want. Let's keep it. Let's keep it. Let's not return it to the store. Man, I would totally like to do some relaxing like yoga to this. I've never yoged an but I would if this was the music we were playing. Hell's bells! I'm just gonna mute the emulator. Whoa! All right, so the game I just loaded up here is called Bubbler, and it's an ultimate play the game title. In other words, Rare made it. And as we know, Rare was obsessed with algorithmic graphics. I could see how they did this. They're just using like a simple, they're using a couple of sine waves and just redrawing the screen on every frame, and using the sin function to choose which row in the image out of memory to draw to which location. You know, it's like it's a very simple scaling technique, but it does look very good. And Rare was all about that. They did that sort of nonsense on every platform they developed games for. It looks very good. I won't disagree. Let's see. How do we? That doesn't work. Oh, there we go. Kempston, and let's go. So this is Bubbler. Love that stretched font. Whoa. Oh no. Well, yeah, I mean, okay. Of course it's a Rare title, of course. Whoa. Huh, okay, alright, it is a Rare title, but this, yeah, I was about to say, this does feel like a Marble Madness, doesn't it? A little bit, which I think I don't think Marble Madness was a Rare title, right? That was like Namco or someone, because that was I believe that was an arcade game before it was a console game. Oh no. I kind of feel like, you know, I kind of feel like Rare took a look at Marble Madness and was like, oh, we can do that. Can I kill this thing? No. You know what, though? This game is extremely hard and unpleasing, so I'm going to move on. Oh, we get in that Donkey Kong Country. Whoa, this looks great. Look at the pseudo parallax scrolling going on here. Yeah, I won't disagree with that. The blob was cute. Can't argue there, but oh, Mike Fallen worked on this. I recognize several of these names. Okay, so very unfortunately, I have figured out how to go down, but not up. Oh, there we go. Why would it be? Wow, these controls, they're not good. I guess they can be redefined. Can I go forward and back? No. Yeah, I mean, it was really hard to make a good Gradius or a shmup in general on these platforms because of the lack of smooth scrolling. Smooth scrolling is pretty much essential for a shmup. You can't really make one without it. You know, even I think one of the only examples that really works would be something like maybe like a fantasy zone. Because with those you can sort of get away with flip screen scrolling, and I have seen that. In fact, I think there's a ZX Spectrum Fantasy Zone, and I think it does use flip screen scrolling, and that sort of works. But yeah, I mean, if you want to have that dynamic, because I mean, planes and spaceships go very far, very fast. So if you want to have that feeling of dynamic motion, you're kind of limited. But at the same time, the odd thing about that is that while these platforms could not do smooth scrolling, what they could do is they could spit pixels at a pretty high speed. Like the Z80 wasn't slow for the time so much as it just wasn't incredibly fast. Moving graphics in the mid-80s was still very hard and expensive. And the Spectrum did better than it had any real right to. So I feel like a Gradius that didn't use a lot of solid tiles, used a lot of star backgrounds, because if you think about it, a background that's made up of just a bunch of stars, when you put it all together, it's like 17 pixels. It's not very many. And the Z80 was definitely capable of moving all of those, on one frame very easily. I mean, you're really just plotting 17 locations in memory, and then of course you've got to blank out the previous set of locations, so it's like 36 writes or something like that, per frame. That's more than doable. And I think this game is an example of exactly what I'm talking about. This is, for all intents and purposes, a shmup. They haven't really put it together. Like, they don't have any fixed objects like stars or like water ripples or anything to indicate that they're traveling over the ground, but you still do get a sensation of movement. The problem is that because the enemies move in all dimensions, it sort of defeats that feeling of movement. But I think this is proof that the Spectrum was capable of hosting a very capable, a very competent shmup, either vertical or horizontal. Whoa! Do I have to dock? I'm docking! Hey, Ben. No problem. Yeah, I would say this is a little repetitive because of the unchanging locale and whatnot. Well, actually, no, the locale did change a little bit. We still have those hills up there, but there's a city in the background. They could have changed the palette up there, get a little more spice out of it. But basically, this is a decent thing to do with your time, as it were, There's worse things. And I mean, it's certainly not too unreasonably difficult either. I've played, what, 5 different levels at this point? 6? Yeah. Oh, okay. They have been changing the palette for the background. Never mind. Beware, missile attack. Oh, I'm just gonna be dodging missiles this whole time. Whoa! Whoa! So many. Wah! Wah! Oh, whoa! I didn't expect them so fast. I'm turning completely into Shinji Arino. Wait, not Shinji. Wait, it's something like that. Arino, anyway. Okay, well, I'm gonna put that one in the interesting games folder. I think it made the cut. It's Shinya Arino. I was close. Give me just a moment here. Anyway, yeah, I mean, you can do a lot with a very small number of pixels. You know, I'm consistently impressed at what the consistently impressed at what the Spectrum is capable of. You know, as far as I know, all these games are running at their native, you know, the actual speed they should be running at. This is I think, a cycle accurate emulation. Buck Rogers' Planet of Zoom. I think I played this before. And it was a mess. Oh no, this is a. I'm sorry, this is a Space Harrier of all things. Press Enter for selection, and then press Fire to play. There we go. Welcome to the Fantasy Zone. Get ready. Buck Rogers needs his treats. So wait, we're doing like a slalom? Yeah, those are some colors. They could have gone with slightly less eye-searing ones. Okay, by the way, the music we're listening to is from Tetris Attack. And it turns out the tagline for Tetris Attack in the US was, "When's the last time you had a Tetris attack?" Which doesn't sound great. I don't know that I want a Tetris attack, if that's what you're saying it is. Well, I mean, there's 3D World Runner, you know, and I think there was a Space Harrier port, and also Space Harrier got massively cloned. I always thought that the name Space Harrier was like really weird until I found out that the reason is because it was supposed to actually have a Harrier in it. Until they realized that didn't make, you know, a lot of sense. But they just kept the name. All right. Well, that game's not very good. Not good. That one. Oh, okay. I played this before. This is Buckaroo Banzai. I played this before, and this was not good. I think I've already been through this part of the list. Let me see. Maybe not. Maybe not. Ah, do we want the Teclado or the Kempston or the Sinclair? The only word I know in... Actually, I'm not sure. Is that Spanish? Or... Yes. The only word I know in Espanol now is Teclado. Interesting. Can't go. What's going on here? Can't go. Nothing doing. Nothing doing. Let me restart this. This is a late model. This is a 1991 game. Oh, there we go. Wow. So, practice, Kumet, and load weapon. Huh. Okay, well, let's try practice. Okay. All right. So, what do we got? So P makes him step forward, but O does not make him step back. There's a jump. It looks like a crouch. Can't find any other buttons that do anything. Oh, wait a minute. There was something. Oh, okay, so 3 makes you sort of bow and give up, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably have to read the instructions for this. Either way, I think it's going to be... I suspect very strongly this is just going to be a fight game. Let's see. If we go down to this one here. Okay, yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. I figured it out. Okay, yeah, so it's a fight game. With, of course, a whole bunch... Oh, there we go. Okay. Necessity is the mother of invention. I have finally figured out how to progress. Ah, okay. O does make you go backwards, but you have to jump backwards. That's what it is. You know, I think I'm losing. If you can believe that. I know I've been playing like a champ so far, but this is pretty cool, actually. I don't know if I'd call it interesting, but it is cool. Fault. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting, but not amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and now this one I'm sure we played, right? Buffalo Bill's Wild West Show 1989 by Tynesoft. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I didn't quite realize there's some stuff going on in the text scroll down there. Rodeo Games, Tynesoft 1989, written using Spike, the random number routine, and a widget. Okay. Hard to redefine keys, H for high scores. Please enter number of players. Okay. Left, right, up, down, fire, reload. You know what? That was not a good up. Ah, dang it. I messed that up. Redefine keys. Left, right, up, down. Fire, reload. There we go. One player. Sure. That's you. Specky keyboard, sure, why not? Right a bit, fire. Wow, this sucks. Oh man, the Doom blood animation's pretty good though. You know, a little bit of racism, just a little bit, but like sort of, you know. I know I could skip to the next event by just going back, or I could just choose not to replay this event again, but. Ah, dang it. You know what? I am going to say, let's not replay this event. Knock down the bad guy targets. Oh, man, I know I've played this before. Or, I mean, I guess this game has probably been made many, many times. I don't even know the bad guy. Am I winning? Like, what? Oh, I guess there weren't any bad guys until now. Oh. You know what? This isn't very good. I'm going to move on. Somebody made a Buffy game for the Spectrum. I'm kind of curious about that. This is obviously from 1999. What's going on here? Oh my god, I think this is a joke game. I'm going to move on. Bug Blaster. Let's see. NM XZ. Why would they lay it out like that? And then space capture shift is fire. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, we knew that. We knew that's what this was going to be. Alright, next title. Bug Run. Guide your bug around the island and collect 12 mushrooms. QAOP. This is going to be very basic. Yep. So, a thing that I don't know is when I see a game like this, I don't know whether the Spectrum had, like, Sorry. I'm sure the Spectrum had built-in, like, text rendering routines. And I know that on platforms, I think on several, if not all, of the Japanese home computers, a technique for doing graphics, particularly in the early, like, 1982, 83 era of the Japanese home computers, was to basically reprogram the programmable character generator. So rather than having to plot every pixel yourself, you just had the PCG do it. I don't think that's what the Spectrum does. I don't think it has a PCG. I think that the built-in text rendering routines are literally just blitz that just copy bitmap data from a particular part of the of memory that's reserved for that. And I guess you could replace it, but I don't necessarily think you get anything out of it. And yet there are a ton of games that sure look like that's what they're doing. So I don't know. I don't know what to think. I unfortunately don't really know enough technically about this stuff to tear these apart and figure out how they work. Well, I mean, that's not true. I totally could. I do know enough. I don't know enough to do it quickly, and I don't really want to spend that much time on it. But I probably could. Anyway, what do we have going on here? I'm going to let this play out and see whether we get some more detail on this orb here. Orb. I have the strong suspicion that this is going to be rendered in greater detail. But you know, that could just be a circle routine. Orb. Alright, so... Oh, alright, so it's numpad controls. So 1 and 0, and then scroll left, scroll down, scroll right, scroll up. Ooh, I don't like those. Can I redefine those? No. Whoa! Oh, I see. The full name of this is Bugaboo the Flea. Yeah, this was made by Paco and Paco. I was noticing that. I don't know if... you know... I assume with these various Spanish games that is Spain and not Mexico. I could be wrong, but anyway, maybe Paco in Spain is like John. Maybe I'm guessing that's an extremely common name. Oh, interesting. Okay, so yeah, that was all an intro. I thought that was a demo. I didn't realize that was an intro. Anyway, so sorry, I'm trying to process this. So how do these keys work? So your primary method of moving is jumping, and that power meter at the bottom determines how far you jump, right? I was pretty sure that I saw controls stating that you could just walk as well. But I can't seem to get that to work. But boy, this guy really rockets, eh? Look at him go! Whoa! Eaten by a dragon! Oh, I see. Okay, so you can scroll left, right, up, down, but you can't move. You can only jump. Wait, hang on a second. Sorry, I'm getting turned up by this, like, Phil Collins drum beat that this opened with. Hang on, I'm gonna go back. I can hear it calling in the air tonight. Right, anyway. Jesus Christ, Snapjack! You can't do this to me. I'm trying to have a stream here. I can't play Collins going, "Oh, frog." I'm dead. I gotta get it together. I have to. Oh. I can do this. I can do this. I can stop thinking about Phil Collins, I promise. Oh. So, does anybody remember that there was no, Nadia, you can't. I'm trying to play the game. Does anybody remember that there was that emulator extension, or I think it was actually a hardware extension specifically, that has also been made into an emulator extension for the SNES, I think, that lets you replace the music in games with like CD quality audio. It like hooks into the game and like figures out when to play the CD quality audio instead of the SFC audio. Well, that for the Spectrum, I think could be really cool. I now, like, I'm thinking about this now. The thing is so simplistic and, you know, fully understood that it seems like it should be practical, right? To just have basically MSU1, there it is, thank you. It seems like it should be very practical to analyze games for the Spectrum, you know, deeply, and figure out how to identify when you've entered certain areas, when certain events have occurred that are, because these games are not that sophisticated, and then inject a more modern soundtrack. And I think that would really enhance the playability of these titles quite a bit. Oh yeah, Jesse, we're talking about something that was invented like 5 years ago. We're talking like something from the 2010s. I don't know. I think the MSU1 is something that you can get as a hardware peripheral. I'm not sure offhand. But this is definitely like a fan-made thing. Anyway, sorry. Yukara, what discovery are you talking about? I would be interested to know. Oh, give me just a second here. There we go. Sorry, I just need to... Okay. Is my webcam dirty? It doesn't matter. Okay, anyway. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, so I did see that, but did you see my reply? I was saying that the background in Metamorphosis, I'm pretty sure is based on one of the tessellation pieces that MC Escher did, and so I'm guessing that just the artists from the Sony team and the artists from the Sega team both went to art school and saw Escher. The fact that they picked similar colors is interesting, but I don't think that's shocking, just because they're complementary, you know, on the color circle, etc. Yeah, just look up MC Escher tessellation fish. You should find it. All right. Anyway, so our only mechanisms of moving here. Yeah, YouTube notifications are garbage. They don't work at all. So our only method of moving here is to jump, and I can move the camera left or right, but that's it. It doesn't look like I have health per se, so I think I'm good to just... Oh, there's the dragon. Oh, no! Ah! I'm so close! The collision in this could be better. Also, is this really running at the right speed? It feels like it's running too fast. But I get here to emulation speed and it says 100. Dang. Oh, oh no! Oh, okay. I looked away for a moment. When I looked back, the dragon was there, and I thought it was dead. Yeah, it's really hard to do a small jump. But yeah, I think the general idea is like, yeah, exactly. Like if you encounter anything, you're just going to die very hard. Okay, boy, arrive. I don't know what the little image in the intro there is. Come on, you can do it. Ah, no! The dragon! Boy, go! No, the dragon! Ah! Oh, there he is! Okay, this game's cool. It's going in the interesting games folder. Outrun. There probably was, but I don't play ports because if I wanted to play a bad version of a game, you know, I could just do something else. Oh no! Oh no! Soft lock frog. Oh no! There we go. Oh, okay. Okay. The 45 from here is not good. I don't think that's a starter. Ah, no, he got me. It's the dragon. Phalanx. Phalanx wasn't the one with the banjo dude on the front, was it? Oh, okay. Did it have a really good soundtrack? Oh no! I jumped straight into the dragon! God! Okay, this game's hard. Oh, you know what? It's not a frog. It's a flea. This whole time. This whole time. Yeah, this is Evo. Oh yeah, Bloody Eyes. I love Castlevania. Praparatia Gyokari? That seems more likely. Joystick. All right. Well, welcome to Bloody Eyes. One of the nice things about the Spectrum is you can usually assume that games have per pixel hit detection because it's not like it was, you know, well, Oh no! Now that I think about it, I guess per pixel hit detection was just as hard on here as it was on anything else. Well, no, Let me think about that for a second. Well, okay, so other platforms, like I want to say the NES, I want to say the NES could do per sprite hit detection. I know it could do it on at least... Yeah, I'm pretty sure the NES was all per sprite hit detection, which meant that if parts of your sprite were transparent, that hit detection would still apply. But I might be misremembering. It's possible you had to calculate your own collision. I really cannot remember. Oh! Wait, sometimes they come down and hit you, and they don't hurt you, and I don't know why. What? Why didn't it kill him? I don't understand. Maybe it's hitting his jetpack. Oh no. Wait, is there any rhyme or reason to when these bridges appear? Is it just timed? Oh, okay, it looked random at first. Never mind. Now those are frogs. Well, I can't move in midair. Am I supposed to step under this guy? I guess I probably am. That sucks. I'm gonna die. Oh. Okay, well, I fall faster than he moves, so... Oh, no! Where? Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily mean per pixel, but what I mean is, if you're writing the hit detection code, there is no reason for the outside of the bounding box to not line up perfectly with the outside of the actual sprite. Like, there's just no reason. Because, I mean, you pick where it is, I mean, basically the lesson of the Spectrum is that the advantage to not having hardware help is that you don't have any hardware interference either. With the NES, if you wanted to do certain things like per pixel graphics, if you wanted to have tiles, if you wanted to have like a single pixel moving around the screen, you had to dedicate a whole sprite to that. There was no alternative whatsoever. It was impossible to do it any other way. And that meant you were wasting an entire sprite on it. And also that if you did use hardware collision checking, I don't remember if the NES had that, but I think it did. The problem is that the smallest sprite you could have was, I think, I think it was 16 by 16 pixels, which meant the smallest collision box you could have was 16 by 16 pixels. Sucks. You know, you really want, your collision box to be perfectly sized to your actual graphics rather than to the tile. But with any system that has hardware collision detection, you're going to run into that problem, that it's not going to be as precise as you want. Whoa! Okay, this is Buggy Ranger. I am tremendously curious what this is going to be. This is ambitious. This is from '85. They have really put a lot of love into this intro sequence. I'm liking like the feet on the rudder pedals down there. Or no, I'm sorry. I thought this was a spaceship, but this is a car. So I guess this is just normal pedals. Okay. Not cursor keys. Oh, standard keys selected. Okay, got it. How do I go? Whoa! Ah! Yeah, so again, there's an example of stars being very easy to animate smoothly. Because it's really just 16 pixels or whatever. Photon lasers on. Okay. Whoa! Oh, okay, so, not quite as exciting as one would have hoped, perhaps, but... Oh, I wish I'd picked the cursors. Wow, this is hard! Ah, you can't see the lasers. There's no crosshair, so you can't see where the lasers are going to go until you fire. UFO approaching. Ah, okay, well, I hit him. This is cool. This is cool, but I guess I would describe this as nearly cool. Like I'm not enjoying it all that much. I really wish there was a crosshair, but it also has like some really, like look at the animation on the guns down there. The guns are animated as like 3 drawn calculated lines rather than sprites, as it were. Not that there are sprites on this platform. There we go. How much health do I have? Does anybody see a health level? Maybe it's that number right in the middle of the dash down there? I don't know. It sure seems like guys are missing me a lot. Well, that didn't miss. Neither did that. Okay, I guess I'm getting a little better at this, but it's tough with no crosshair. Anyway, it's basically like a light gun shooting gallery game. Oh. Cool minus. Yeah, it's like... We've classified this under the under the cool but category. You know, above that we've got like cool and very cool. All right, next game. This would have been Buggy Bonkers, but clearly is not going to run. Sometimes you load up these basic games and they don't run, so you type run. But so far, I have not had a single one end up being good. So I usually just, as soon as I realize it's just like, as soon as I realize that it's just a basic game, I usually just bail immediately because, yeah, that's what this was going to be. Well, all right. Yeah. Nothing terribly exciting. God, look how slow it is. I doubt that's on purpose. Bump, 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 bump. So I can't speak to that because the thing is that basic was more or less interpreted. That's always a tough call to make. I don't know if it's completely fair, but basically, basic runs orders of magnitude slower than assembly language games, and I don't know. The problem is I don't really know how many of the like serious games, the Manic Miner, etc. I don't know if those really were assembly titles or if they were basic titles. I don't really know how to find out or anything, so I can't really speak to whether that's what's going on. But still, it seems like any time that I could tell that a game is made in basic, for sure, like when it starts with that little program : name of game, and then I have to like type run, it always ends up being garbage. It always ends up being like, I hate to say garbage, it's just very amateur, I should say, Now, this loaded, but now it don't go. It ain't no go. But I do have like 7 other dumps of this one. Let me try the 128K version. Oh, I'd have to switch to the 128K to do that. Let me try this alternate dump here. That looks more encouraging. Let's do Kempston joystick, if I can. Oh, ding dang. Let's reload that. Okay. That doesn't work. There we go. Kempston joystick. All right, now we're working. Pardon me. Uh-oh. This looks like it might be interesting. Huh. Wow. This is not fast. What is going on here? Why so slow? What on earth? Like, as I accelerate, it just starts like hopping. Why are we hopping? And why is it so slow? Like, why would they have released it like this? Also, are we digging this scaling? Because that's 100% hardware scaling, right? Like, they're just taking the graphics that are in memory and drawing them at successively larger. Oh, that's cool. I've seen this before. Maybe for another platform? Are we supposed to hit these flags? I'm not sure. I think we are. Wah! Okay, this is another one of those games where I could tell that for some reason they developed it for a machine that was about 50% faster than the Spectrum actually was, even though that machine didn't exist. So I have just increased the speed by 50%. It's an arcade port? Okay, that would make sense. This probably came out for a dozen different platforms. Okay, so I've increased the speed to 150% and it's better. But let's just go to 200%. All right, and now this feels like it should have felt to begin with. I mean, it's still weird, don't get me wrong. I don't know why vehicle jump. Maybe the ground is just, like, rough? This is the off-road course, to be fair. The 3D effects are pretty cool. Are those rocks? I guess those are rocks, not bushes. Okay. So out of curiosity, I am going to check out. This does not look very good. I am going to check out one of the. Wait a minute. status. Found east. What? Oh, I don't... Okay, I don't think the tape is loading correctly. That's okay. I'm just going to move on to another title because this does not look very good. Yeah, this port's not great. Right. Yeah, that was Buggy Boy. This is Buggy Ranger. A lot of Buggy games. Commands are, continuar, G for menu. Oh, I guess that just takes me back to the menu once I've started. Phase 1, Zone 1, 3 lives. Okay. Get ready. I've been welcomed to the fantasy zone. Okay, I'm not getting any input. So, oh, there we go. Okay, so it's cursor based. All right. Except that I can't go up. About to die. Where? All right, let's redefine keys. This looks kind of interesting. Kinda. Okay, redefine R. Oh, Kempston. There we go. That's better. If it would let me select it, which it doesn't. Ah, this keeps happening. Why? Why? I can R teclado. Shoot. Right. Arizo. Ah, shoot. I'm not sure. Dang. Let's try this again. If I go in here, can I pick Sinclair? Yes. Okay. What about, can I pick Kempston now? No, I can't pick Kempston. I don't know why. Weird. Alright, well, anyway. Let me switch my joystick input over to a Sinclair joystick. Ding, dong. Can we dock with this thing? Yes. Oh, dang, I love Blaster Master. Well, how do we get out of it then? Oh, we press space. All right, so is my goal here to just... Yes, my goal here is to just destroy stuff to make way for the Buggy. Okay. Okay, again, this feels like a game that wanted to run on a spectrum of about 50% faster than the actual spectrum. So my guess is that I'm supposed to basically clear a path for the Buggy until such a time as I actually need to... Whoa! Oh no! Oh, this is cool! Oh, whoa! Extra! Slow down, slow down. You can do it. Slow down, slow down. Ah! Where? Mines! No! Ah! So many things are going on. Now this is cool. This is cool. That's weird. I got disconnected from YouTube chat for a moment. That's never happened before. This has never happened before. Up! You go so fast in the air. I love it. I think there's some way to fire up without jumping, but I haven't found it yet. I want whatever that is. Give it to me. Man, boy, go fast. And if I punch out, do I maintain that velocity? No, he starts slowing down, but that's okay. Oh, I got a new weapon. I didn't have orb before. I had hyphen. Oh. Are we having trouble? It looks like my health is low. Dink. Oh, there's some fuel. But I guess I have to be in the Buggy to get it? Yes. Okay, so... Esto es muerte. Once again, let's put this at 150%. Yeah, look at that. See? If you just add 50% CPU speed, there's so many games on the spectrum that all of a sudden look like they were programmed that way. I mean, this is hard. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't really easier at the lower speed because it played like a game that was supposed to be this fast, but was just, oops, that was the fuel I was supposed to get that. Oops. It played like a game that was supposed to be this fast, but was just like, no, There we go. Got that Vita Extra. But was just, not running correctly. So it's really cool. It's really cool to see sort of like the game as it was meant to be, even though nobody could have known that. Yeah, it's weird. Ah, dang, I can't seem to destroy that thing. Come on, detach. There we go. Esto es muerto. All right. All right. Yeah, there's, it's interesting. There's some overlap with the MSX. The Japanese home computers are interesting because they do have a lot of unique titles, a lot of exclusives. But there certainly are a lot of ports as well. The MSX emulation situation isn't what it could be. I wish it were better. I only know of really like the one emulator that's practical at all, and it's kind of weird. So I've tried to play some MSX games on emulation. It's kind of rough. Now I have several real MSXs. I think I have 3. I've lost track. I've forgotten how many MSXs I have. A normal problem. But they work just fine, and I've got everything I need to hook them up and use them, and I've got I built a joystick adapter. No, I ordered a joystick adapter so I could use like a Genesis pad on it instead of the terrible, Atari-style joysticks. And I have a ROM cart for it, which is finicky a little, but mostly works. So while I could do MSX games on an emulator for a stream, I think what I'm going to do maybe next Sunday, if not sometime during the week maybe, because now I'm sort of impatient to try this. What I might actually do is to hook up my MSX to a capture card and just put it right here on my desk and do a stream that way. Like in the past, I was kind of reluctant to do that because I'm like, well, I'd rather play it on the actual CRT I went through this whole process of I think a lot of retro game enthusiasts who aren't that enthusiastic. Sorry, let me go back and go forward again. I think a lot of people probably go through the same process I did, which is, I got introduced to the idea of like true RGB gaming with like a Sony PVM as being the ideal, like the right way to do it, with anything you could do it with, and there's a lot to that, but I have since reminded myself sternly that there are dimensions to reality beyond that, and also that the most common platform for anyone to play games on in the history of standard def gaming, well, not quite, but basically the 80s and early to mid 90s, the most common way for people to play any kind of game, whether it was on a computer or a console or whatever, was over an RF connection to a television. That was generally how people did it, and anything else is inauthentic. And that sounds like I'm just trolling, but honest to God, I've started to think that maybe that's what I want to do. Is I just want to have the original RF experience, or at least I am much less obsessed with the idea of doing absolutely everything using a RGB connection and a CRT and everything. So anyway, for the longest time I didn't want to bother with the streaming off the actual MSX directly, because what I wanted to do is I basically wanted to point a camera at a CRT and do it that way. And I since decided that that's kind of silly. So I think I should probably give it a shot. Give me a second. I want to show you something. I got something recently. Let me transform, fit to screen. Okay, and then Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, so basically, hello. So, yeah, I mean, I can make a CRT work on camera if I had to. But so I used to be obsessed with BVM and everything, but what I've since decided is what I really want to do. I want to play old games on this. This is my real goal. Look at this. I got this from Adrian, from Adrian's Digital Basement. I met him down in Portland because he had a what's it called? A Technicolor / Funai. What is it called? Dang, I forgot that. Oh wait, I've got it right here. Wow, here we go. Several years ago, I got one of these. It's a CVC micro video cassette. I found this at the thrift store. I had no idea what it was, but I knew that I didn't know what it was, so I bought it. This was like 4 years ago, and obviously it's not like an audio cassette, but it's about the size of one. Like, I got tapes here, right? I must have tapes. Yeah, so it's almost exactly the size of an audio cassette. But I didn't know what the heck it was. And I think, does this have a catch on it? There we go. But it's wider than audio cassette tape, just a little bit wider. Like, I think this is 1/4 inch, I want to say. Well, anyway, I didn't know what this was for the longest time. And then not too long ago, maybe in the last year and a half, I found out that it's a video cassette. It's a color video cassette from the late 70s, I want to say. Very, very, very few decks for it. Adrian had one, and it wasn't really his wheelhouse, and he decided that he wanted to get rid of it to a good home. So he's one of my patrons, and he sent me a patron message just like, hey, like your videos, I've got this thing, do you want it? And I'm like, you kidding? Of course I want it. And he says, and I've also got like 15 tapes, recorded tapes. So I'm like, are you kidding? Of course I want it. Hold the phone. Pardon me. And so yeah, when I went down to Portland to shoot the WVHS footage down there, I went ahead and met up with him, and he gave me the player for this, which I can't haul in right now. It's a big beast. It's got a built-in TV because it's actually this player was designed for like salesmen to travel around with and like demo the format, or for the salesman that those salesmen sold it to travel around and demo their product. But supposedly it just needs some belts replaced and then it should work. So I'm real excited about that. But he also said like, oh, I've also got these TVs that I don't want. He actually repaired them, I believe. And so one of them was this guy here. It's got the little carrying handle on top. This thing weighs a fortune. And it's also got illuminated dials up here. And the UHF dial, I can't plug it in conveniently, but the UHF dial can tune all the way up to like channel 81 from like channel 14. So it has 2 concentric rotating discs, and it's like a vernier dial. So like as you rotate it, when it reaches the 9, it ticks over and increments the inner number, that sort of thing. So and it works. There was something janky about it. I don't remember what, but it does work. Now, the one problem is that it is it does need a ballon, and I don't have one handy right now. And of course, it's got no composite input, which is fine because I really want to start doing more stuff with RF. And at first that's like, well, what if you have consoles that and computers that don't output RF? Well, RF modulators, right? I've got an RF modulator. And the coolest thing I've ever purchased, I recently got a triple RF modulator, which actually takes 3 composite signals and modulates them onto 3 different channels simultaneously, which means that I could actually tune, not just plug something in and look at it on channel 3, but plug 3 things in and actually tune through them on multiple different channels, actually use the knobs. Very excited about this. So this one's cool, right? But then, hang on. You stay there, don't go anywhere. Look at this. He gave me another one. And this one is like a 13 or 14 inch. It's quite a bit bigger. I don't know if you can tell. But look. Look. Whoop. I absolutely love it. It's delectable and delightful. And this one actually has an F connector on the back. It's just it needs a little help. The audio doesn't work, but I'm just very excited. Very excited I want to get these set up somewhere and actually use them. Very happy that he. Oh, there we go. Very happy that I finally got these, because the ironic thing is, despite my display name, I don't really collect CRTs for the most part because they're so big and fragile and whatnot. And up until I got this triple RF modulator, and then after I had it for a little, for like a couple hours at home, I was sitting there just going like, I should do something with this. I should hook it up. And eventually I realized the reason I wasn't doing it is because I don't have anything to plug it into. I had, up until Adrian gave me these, I did not have a single thing with a tuner. Nothing. Not digital, not analog, nothing with a tuner. The only displays I had were all composite input or better. So and for a while I've wanted to get back. For a while I've wanted to get back to RF gaming. Like I would like to play NES games and stuff like that over RF instead of composite. I think it's more authentic. It's also what I grew up with. We had one TV with a composite video jack, but I usually wasn't allowed to use that, so I mostly was just playing on the RF input on the one TV I did have access to. So that was my nostalgia, if you will. I hate nostalgia, but anyway. So yeah, beautiful little TVs, pair of them. Both of the sizes that I might want. I mean, I've got so much stuff now. Everything's just so cluttered. I don't have room to collect big TVs. You know how much I wish I could get like a 34-inch Vega TV, like that one that Grant has. Would just love it. But I've got nowhere to put it. I mean, have you look at my office? This is my studio. I have to have that much room available for shooting, and then the whole rest of this is stuff that I just have. And yeah, so that's a JVC Pro SVHS deck. There's like a 10-channel RF modulator above that I haven't figured out how to get working yet. Pair of 9-inch PVMs, 4-up LCD composite preview display, Betacam SP deck, pair of High 8 Pro decks. I've got a 4-port fax server sitting in there. And then, yeah, there's the WVHS deck. Yeah, the IBM back there, that is a, it's not a PS1, that's an EduQuest. I did the video about the EduQuest a while back, and this is basically like a derivative of the PS2. Came out in like 91, 92, something like that. And then someone said, like, where's the video toaster? I actually hate the video toaster. I had one and gave it away. I gave it to a friend who likes them more than me, because the video toaster actually kind of sucks. I'm far more interested in getting a Chiron or another professional character generator. The video toaster is small change. And they're also janky. They're like really janky, crappy devices that aren't reliable. But anyway, sitting on the lower deck of this table, which, by the way, that is my presentation table that I've used for all of my videos. It's just this terrible 2x4 frame. Looks like crap. with a piece of scrap IKEA oak countertop nailed to the top. But anyway, below that, that is a actual pro video switcher. Well, low-end pro video switcher that I've been sitting on for months. I did a video about it, and I hated it so much. I just really, like, some of the errors I made were just egregious, and I just have not been able to get myself to go back and shoot it again. It's such a production. Oh my God, it's so much work. And, pardon me. And, so I just have not been able to get myself to go back and actually finish up that video proper. But anyway, I have so much stuff. I don't have room for more CRTs. I really don't. So this is the first time that anybody has offered me a decent, like a reasonably small CRT that I could actually use for stuff. Like the first, and if you don't know, all the CRT televisions with knobs, they're all gone. Like if you want a TV with a tuner, sorry, if you want a CRT television, your options are basically between getting a PVM, you know, raw video inputs, or getting a late model, late 90s or later, like crappy Gold Star hotel TV, maybe with a built-in VCR, doesn't work. And of course, digital tuning, right? I grew up with a TV with knobs, you know. I would like the knob experience, you know, and being able to like dial in, you know, fine tune the analog, etc. It's it would be that's what I want. I don't really want a digital tuning one, especially because they look terrible, and most of them are garbage. Terrible picture. If we're gonna have a terrible picture, I might as well have a terrible picture that has character, right, instead of one that's just bad objectively. So all the TVs with knobs are all in the garbage. They've all in the landfill, or they've all been snatched up, one or the other, or both, snatched up and then went to the landfill. But finally, a while back, a friend who works in e-cycle did in fact come across a TV with knobs. They grabbed it for me, and it worked for a little bit. And but the problem is it produces this awful hissing noise. It's just like the whole time that it's running. And also the image has problems. So I'm very concerned there's like an arc going on in there, or that there's a split in the insulation on the flyback or something like that. Basically, the smoke could come out any moment. It's not suitable for on-screen use, certainly, because it produces this unpleasant noise, and it's got, you know, severe image quality issues. And it's also big. It's like this big, right? Because it's the wide design. I think it's like late 70s, early 80s. It's color, at least, but it's still, it just doesn't really, it doesn't fit anywhere. But this little dinky one, not the one there, but the one behind it that Adrian gave me, that I could actually set up somewhere and use. And because I'm in such close quarters, I don't need a large screen. You know, it's this big, and it's gonna be right here in front of me, so it's perfect. So anyway, I'm very pleased about that. And it now means I need to pull out the one tube TV that I have, the one that's making the hissing noise, and then figure out how to move that on to someone who can appreciate it, or to someone who can repair it, because now I need to put these TVs back there in the sort of cubby in the corner of my room where I stuffed that, which is also where my image orthicon tubes are, and they're extremely fragile, so I've not been keen on the idea of messing with that whole situation. So anyway, if you haven't gotten the picture yet, I'm doing so many things at once. It's ridiculous. And there are so many constraints on what I can do with my time that as much as I would love to collect CRTs, it's just not practical. Also, I should mention that nope, it's leaving me. Dang. Oh well. I also I was at the Goodwill yesterday for a moment, and I came across an extremely late model TV of a variety that I had not seen ever before. I don't have a convenient way to share pictures of it, but it was basically it was a Toshiba 4.3 ATSC television, and I know those exist, but I've never really seen I've never really seen one in the flesh. But yes, it was a 4.3 television, flat CRT, you know, some derivative of Trinitron, I'm sure, with a DVD player and a VHS deck built in. And I learned after I looked it up later that you know, it could take HDTV and squish it to SD, and it could actually record that to VHS as well, which is fairly cursed. But the concerning thing is the flap on the VHS door said SD bridge recording, and I'm like, what does that mean? So I had to look it up, and the spec sheet says that okay, it'll record HD to VHS, and then it will be restored when being played back, or unconverted when being played back. I'm like, what does that mean? What do they mean unconverted? Is it going to like take the widescreen image and like anamorphically, is it going to stretch it so it can use more of the VHS resolution? I'll bet that's what it does. In which case, if I were to record a tape there and then play it back on something else, I'd get the vertically stretched image, I'll bet. Anyway, that was cursed, but then I also learned that the DVD player in there will also play raw DivX files, and it has a USB port on the back, which I've never seen on a CRT of any stripe. And if you put a USB drive in there, you can play like WMAs, MP3s, raw MP4 files, etc. It was just an incredibly cursed CRT, and I would love to have it, except that, I have nowhere to put it, and I don't know if it was actually very good. What I did do on that trip, however, is I came across a whole stack of HD DVDs, just like some not great movies of the sort that came out on HD DVD, because, HD DVD and Blu-ray both came out during an apocalypse of film. Like, the movie industry was not putting out the best stuff in 2006. And so it was just like Tomb Raider, the remake of The Italian Job, and a bunch of other stuff. They did have The Fugitive. That was good. But anyway, really just banal, kind of like Hollywood sludge. And I saw that stack of HD DVDs. I'm like, you know what? Someone got rid of their collection. And that means they got rid of the machine too. And so I walked around the corner, and there was the player. And of course, very few people have ever seen an HD DVD standalone player. Most people have only ever seen the Xbox 360 HD DVD player. Likewise, here. So I went ahead and picked it up. So I've got that now. Goodwill in the tech areas of the country. A wild place. All right. Anyway. Back in the stage of history, let's play a little more ZX Spectrum, and then we'll break for the day. Let me adjust my OBS window here a little bit. Put that there. Put that there. Put that there. Anyway, all right. So, so that was oh, god damn it. That was Buggy Ranger. The next one is Bugsy. Wow. Oh, I didn't realize my camera is still over there. Well, you can look at the CRT. The struggle of one small rabbit to build a successful career in the fascinating world of organized crime. Hit the keyboard. All right, I'll hit it. What kind of game is this going to be? Oh, no. Is this going to be an adventure game? Oh, yeah. This is going to be an adventure game. All right. Probably good, but not my thing. Build a city. Anytime I see the blinking text, I'm just like, oh, this is a basic game. Yeah, I was trying to think of a Bubsy joke, but I just couldn't. I tried my best. This is another game where I start out and I just cannot figure out how to move. Nothing makes me move. I wonder if it's supposed to be, let me go back to my joystick config. It's set to Sinclair. Let's see. Nope, can't Kempston it either, so I don't know what's going on here. Then we have a 1996 game. This can't have been an actual release. No, this would have been early homebrew. This is called Build That Tower and Shoot That Tank. Anyway, so ZX, PL, and then fire is on 0, all right. Oof, that's rough. Oh, okay, I see. I did it. Huh. Well, this is Shoot That Tank, but where's Build That Tower? Well, that's a big yawn from me. Another basic title. Ugh, yeah. This is called Builder. It's from 1984. Huh. Feels proc gen to me. Where's my boy? There's my boy. My boy. Once again, none of my controls seem to make the boy move, but it's not going to be a good game anyway. Bulbo and the Lizard King. Oh, this is an adventure game. Oh, well. Okay, Bull Run. No. Very nasty bull. Wow, that is slow. Boy, that is slow. Man, yet another game where I can't seem... Oh, okay, it uses cursor keys. Still, looks like crap. Next game. Program stonks. Okay, that's a stock simulator. I can just move right on from there. Let's do... keyboard games. Oh, okay. This is going to be... This is a darts game. Oh, that's rough. Okay. Boy, we're in the dregs right now. Oh! Well! There we go. There he is. Is this going to be... This is also... The previous one was called Bullseye. This one's also called Bullseye, but it's from 2 years later in a different company. So this is unrelated. Now, can we make it load? Can we make it load? We can't make it load. Next. I'm going to load some of these alternate versions here, see if any of them will load. There he is. He's still here. He does kind of look like a doctor, but I think that's supposed to be like that's supposed to be a leisure shirt. Boy, I'm having the weird experience that... Sorry, I'm having the weird experience that the copy of chat that's loaded in OBS is faster. It's updating quicker than the one in the YouTube window. So I keep seeing messages show up there, and then like 15 seconds later they show up in the main YouTube window. That is a friend, though. I would like 3 practice starts. Thank you. All right, how do we do this? Oh, no. Oh, okay, all right. Oh, I see. So we move to where we want, and we hold up to choose how strong to throw it. Ooh, this is not a very good darts game. I mean, I guess there's only so much you can do with darts, you know? Yeah, okay. Well, there's a darts game. Wow, for some reason there's a whole bunch. What is the association between... Oh, I guess those ones were called Bullseye, and this one's called Bully. I guess that's close enough. But this is another darts game. I mean, darts is supposed to be something you do while you're drinking. It's supposed to be something to do with your hands in between taking drinks and talking. So, like, it's just tough to make it an Whoa. Whoa. It says to select game using left or right, then press fire. But when I do so... What on earth is the idea here? That is weird. Get ready. Welcome to the fantasy zone. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready. Oh no, it's one of these. Oh wait, no. Okay, I can control the hand. It's just got like an algo rhythm attached to it. Oh, and he's sort of like wiggling the dart up and down. Oh man, that's weird. There's a timeout. Okay. That is a novel way of doing it. I got to admit. Hey. Not bad, actually. This... I don't know how much enjoyment you could really get out of this. by yourself, etc. You know, it's sort of like gambling games. I don't understand what gambling video games are for. Who would want to pull slots? Who would want to pull the lever on a fake slot machine? What's the point? The music playing in the background is, if you just look up 3 hours of relaxing Super Nintendo music, it's something from there. The last one was from Ogre Battle, March of the Black Queen. Okay. So that one's whatever. Let's move on. I think, is this a bowling game? Up, down, left, right. Man, 1, 2, hit. Oh. Oh, okay. Ah, shoot. Wait a minute. So it's a volleyball game. That much is true. But I can't figure out what I'm supposed to do. Like they hit the ball. Ah. Okay, well maybe I'm just not getting close enough. Maybe my boy will automatically do something if I can get close enough. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, the audience is just like, well, why haven't you won yet? Wow, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but this is not a great one. I'm going to move on. Bumpy Laura cells. Bumpy Laura, that's a kitty. There's a kitty up there. I love him. Oh, this game was versioned by J250. Versioned. Huh. All right, what do we have here? I think versioned is yet another term for port. There are many terms that mean port. Wait a minute, did I not just select Kempston? Because it ain't working. Yeah, I don't think it worked. Let me try this again. This is Bumpy. Picked Kempston. Game. Oh, you know what? I might not have the joystick plugged in as a Kempston right now. I do. Yes. Yeah, it's just not taking input from the joystick for some reason. Well, that's fine. Let's just play it with the keyboard. Dink. Oh. Wait a minute. What? Weird. Okay, R is restart. Okay. Q kind of makes it more bumpy. S, I think, restarts the level. There we go. Oh, okay. All right. Got it. Yeah, so Q does make it more bumpy. And then there's got to be a way. If I bounce to the left, it's going to throw him into the fire. Oops. Boing, 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 boing. Yeah, there's got to be a way to get like a partial tilt. Did I just pause? I did just pause, but I'm not sure how. It won't go anymore. Okay, let me just reload it. Okay, let's try again. Let's just verify. Oh, I was wrong. It just put the fire out. Dang it. You know, it kind of looks like I have to have certain like inventory to do certain things. So maybe that's what's up. Maybe I had an item that made that work. Oh, yeah. I picked up a water. There we go, and I used the water. Okay, so I'm going to go this way. And then that's a death pit at the bottom. I didn't quite realize that. So now I've collected everything, and now if I want to leave, I have to do a high bump, get over here. Oops. This is like a tutorial level. There we go. Okay, this looks more involved. Okay, so we're gonna want that. I'm guessing the hammer lets me destroy those. Oh, no, it probably lets me destroy the brick wall. Yep. There we go. Oh, I did have water. Okay. Oh no, am I soft locked? Oh no, I'm soft locked. I was out of hammers. Okay, that's all right. Let's just start over. Okay. Yeah, this is strong chips challenge energy. You're right. Interesting. It only uses one hammer to destroy this whole wall, even though it's multiple actions. Intriguing. Okay. So I can't fall into that pit yet. I gotta do something else first. Oh, I see. Hmm. Oh, if I hadn't destroyed the wall that I just destroyed, then I could have gone over here and destroyed that one. I get it. Oops. Just restarted the whole thing. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time to get past that level because this is pretty cool. I said I'm ready. Come on, let's go. Why does it do this? It gets hung here at the like ready dingus. I think maybe I accidentally picked one of the other input methods. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. All right. Bing, 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 bing. This game is from 1989. It's called Bumpy. Okay, here we go again now. Okay. Boing. There we go. And there we are. Flawless. Okay. Yes, I am ready. Ah, it's doing this again. I am ready. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'll do my best. I don't know why this won't proceed. Interesting game, though, and I'm going to put it into the interesting game folder. Man, I really need to start writing up a review script. Like, it would be a relatively easy thing to do because it would all be voiceover, and I think people would appreciate it. And, like, I got to at some point do a video on my channel that's not high effort. So, starring Gulf, the golf ball. I don't like that. Watch out for the pit. The Gulf adventure starts. Oh, man. Did I just lose? Oh, man, this is so British. Oh, wow. Okay, it's got like a command interpreter, but it's really janky. Like, it takes a second for each letter to go in. Okay, this is trash. Oh, hello. Bunny. Banui. What is going on here? Is this a racing game? What? Good eggs collected. Bad eggs collected. Chicks stood on. Okay, let's see. Does it use the Kempston? No. None of my keys seem to do anything. All right. Well, actually, maybe maybe I'm being informed that I've reached the end of my run for today, and I should actually bail. Oh. Oh. It's that Russian space shuttle they never quite built. Once again, another game that won't accept any... Oh, hello. Connector Ordinator Central. So connect to central computer? What? Pulsation correct. Revise our motorist. Correct lateral motion. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I press L to switch between things. L and maybe something else. There we go. L and M. There we go. Okay, so I've got like a cursor moving around. Let's select between things to do. Ah, okay. This is weird, but it's also it's weird but cool. I don't think I'm gonna put it in the interesting games folder though. All right, I think actually my brain is probably cooked, and so I think I'm going to stop for the day. Thanks, everybody. I really appreciate everyone joining. It was cool when I was doing these streams on my main channel and getting like 100+ concurrent viewers, but like 35 is still pretty dang good, and not too wild to deal with. So I hope you will come back next time. I will try and do these. I'll try to do these every Sunday again. My last few Sundays have been wild. Last time I was at Portland. The weekend before that, I was having some kind of crisis. I just had a series of crises in a row. So, yeah, I haven't had a chance to do it for a bit. Just incredibly busy, or having some rough days. So I was doing it consistently for a long time, and I had stopped, and I would like to go back to it because it is fun, especially because frequently my Sundays I really just don't have much going on. But this next Sunday, I think I'm going to try and do an MSX stream. I'll set it up during the week and test it out and make sure I've got a good workflow for it. I think that'll be fun. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.